it's really boring watching those numbers get smaller. So I'm starting 15 seconds early. Hello. Everyone, and by everyone I mean Crowbutts. Say hello to Crowbutts, everyone. Crowbutts, say hello to Crowbutts. I know. That's my sibling for anyone watching the VOD. Hello, sibling. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. You're gonna hate this, though. I'm just gonna play Halo and click on bad guys for fun. And watch them fall when I click on them. Impromptu stream. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just streaming. I'm sober this time. I'm not drinking. Cause last time... I'm gonna turn this down on my end. Okay, cause last time, I got sick. I got coffee. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want some? I asked everyone but you. For some reason I thought you were asleep. I'm so sorry. I will go out right now in the middle of my stream and drive back to Oh, you're not. Oh, you're not even here. Well then, why are you making me feel guilty if you're not even in my house? It's really good too. I've been enjoying the Irish cream cold brew. Yeah, it's my house. You didn't know? I got the Irish cream cold brew. I've been really enjoying it. From Starbucks. Today's stream is sponsored by Starbucks. It's coffee. Thank you. Love you too. Bye. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be Halo. It's gonna be Master Chief from Halo. Master Chief's gonna shoot the guys, all of them, and they're gonna die by my hand clicking the mouse. And that's the way video games work. If you didn't know, the way video games are is you click on the bad guys and they fall down, and it's really fun for some people. Am I one of those people? Let's find out tonight on Julian.com. Julian, welcome to twitch.tv/Julian plays a video game for fun and profit. Not really. The amount of money I make doing this is not, I'm not breaking even here. I'm gonna turn off this Nintendo jazz music, as wonderful as it is. It's very nice, but it's not Halo, and we're doing Halo now. Keep up. It's Halo time. How do I switch to the Halo? What's up, Gatherer? Welcome to the stream. Great to see you. You missed my sibling in chat. They're gone now. Halo. How do I do it? How do I do the Halo? There should be a dance. There should be a Halo dance. Do the Halo. Let's figure that out. It's been okay. It's been a nothing kind of day, you know. My parents have been out of town and they just got back today, so that was cool catching up with them. But then it's like, you know, now they're back in the house, so it's like all those huge parties I've been throwing every night, can't do that anymore. So, you know, I had to really quickly clean up the house, had to get the help of all my friends. It was a whole thing. I am just totally lying if that's not clear. None of this is true. I am a compulsive liar. Oh, I forgot to switch. I haven't seen Smart House. I want to watch that's the Disney Channel original movie, right? That's a movie I want to watch one of these days. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to switch to... So Halo's actually been loading all this time, so I haven't switched to it because it's just boring to look at, but I imagine it's a little bit more interesting than the stream starting soon screen. Let me make sure we're on the right monitor here. There we go. All right. Let's switch over. Cool. Whoa. What's happening? Is that just me? Am I crazy, or am I turning into unfriended? Hello? Is that just my OBS glitching out on my end, or does the stream actually look like this? This is going to be an issue. Is this going to be the whole stream now? Wait, let me make sure nothing's like downloading. Okay. That's good. Let's go to Steam. No, don't update. Okay, so Steam wasn't even open. So what's happening? Why is this happening to me? Oh no, why does the universe hate me? Like legit, I don't know what I can do to fix this. Oh, this is sad. So this happens when, historically, and by historically I mean the last time I streamed, because I've only streamed with this setup once before. Historically, the reason for something like this would be because there's a lot of things happening internet-wise. But last time I was able to play this game, which does use the internet, for it is a multiplayer game of the online variety. I was able to play this just fine with this setup, and it was working okay. I can see now it's a little bit better. I can see maybe there's a bit of a strange video delay. No, it's still a little wonky. It's just gonna be like this. I'm sorry. This sucks. Oh boy. I mean, my audio's fine, right? Like, audio's fine, video's mostly fine, except for my webcam. If this becomes a regular thing, then that's might be something I might have to figure out. It might be because maybe my dad is like watching streaming a show or something in the other room. That could be the cause. I'm not just gonna tell him to stop though. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted to click on. I'm just gonna play the game and hope for the best. I apologize for wonkiness. Let me know if anything else is wrong with the stream. As far as I can tell, most of it seems fine except for webcam glitches. But yeah, as I have mentioned, ooh, what's that mean? That's meaningless to me. We're just doing quick play. But yeah, my other option would just be to use my webcam, which I don't actually have near me right now. I put it in a drawer. I stuffed it in a drawer because I thought, ooh, this new setup is perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just like looking at my webcam trying to see how the lag is. It's like, it's bearable. I might switch it over because right now it's streaming at 60 frames per second. My webcam is. The whole stream is obviously also 60, but I might switch my webcam to 30, and that might be a little bit easier on the old bandwidth or what have you. However, whatever it is. Which means you'll have to. I won't be visible for a minute, but it might be worth it to do that. But for now, I'm just gonna play it, and hopefully it'll just kind of. Because right now it's like not too bad. Right now it's not too bad. Halo time. So I've been playing this a little bit every now and then when I'm bored, and it's been like okay. I've been doing a little bit. Oh, this is my least favorite though. I like the ball one. Is the game choppy? Is the game looking choppy? In my preview, it looks like it might be a little choppy looking. I'm like I'm playing the game right now from the preview just to see how it looks. Oh boy. Okay. If the stream looks like how it looks in my preview, that might be an issue. What I might end up having to do in the future is just not stream when people are watching Netflix or whatever. A person. Oh! Hi! Oh my god. Maybe I could change some settings. Let's see. Oh my god, whoa! What the fuck? Okay, I can't show this on stream, but my keyboard is changing colors based on the game? I didn't set that up. The game made my keyboard change colors. That's pretty wild. I'm okay with it. It's fine. It's kind of, it makes me feel like a real gamer. A capital G gamer. Hello there. No! Alright. I'm so good at this. Okay. Eventually, I'm gonna figure out if the stream looks bad. But for now, I'm just gonna turn my brain off. The worrying part of my brain off and enjoy playing video game. I'm taking this flag. How do I do that? Okay, I got the flag. Where do I? Okay, go this way. Oh! I'm over here now. Hi. Where do I go? Okay, over here. So I recently, when I played this recently, I changed the frame rate of the game in the settings to 144 because that's my monitor, and I like it. It looks good. Why am I doing so well? This isn't no one came after me. Is the other team just bad? They must be really bad, because it was just a straight shot to the other side. After this match, I think I will change the frame rate back to 60 in the game settings, and maybe right now it's kind of jumping from 60 to 144 as I'm playing, and that's kind of confusing OBS, possibly. Or maybe it's just OBS. Maybe it's just an OBS preview issue. I don't know. Either way, from my end, it looks like my stream is shit. Oh god. And that's not acceptable for me. But there's not much I can do right now because I'm playing video game. I'm being gamer. Enemy flag carrier spotted. We have eyes on the enemy flag. I wish I could hook my computer up with Ethernet. Wish I could just do a wired connection to the internet. But I can't. The way the house is set up, that is not something that is feasible. Ah! Where'd he go? Where'd he go? That's what we call a double kill. When I die and they die as well, that's what we gamers call a double kill. This is an educational live stream. And I hope you learned something today. I would like to learn why my stream looks like this right now. My streams have not looked like this since I used... The last time my streams looked like this, I was using Slobs. I was using Streamlabs. Switching to OBS has mostly been a very good thing, but today it's looking pretty shit to me. At some point I will stop talking about how bad my stream looks, but it is every time I look over to my other monitor, I'm like, oh Jesus. Oh no. People expect better from twitch.tv/MegaMindFan.
Enemy flag returned. Flag returned.
Our forces have seized the enemy flag.
I didn't mean to do that. I pressed a button. I pinged something. I'm learning the lingo. Oh, I switched to my pistol? When did I do that?
Enemy flag returned.
I must have used the mouse wheel. I'm such a good gamer. I'm using all of my tools. Mouse wheel, keyboard buttons. I'm pressing so many things. Oh jeez, it looks so bad. Oh, I'm so sorry. I swear when this is over, I'm gonna figure this out. Hopefully it's something I can fix during the stream.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
I will follow this person.
We have eyes on the enemy
They seem to know what they're doing.
Enemy captured your flag.
Ah. Got him. Got him. Don't worry, I got him. Don't worry, I got him. Don't worry. Don't worry, I got him. Don't worry, I got him. Shit, another one. Oh my god, so many people. Hey, I'm not done with you. Okay, you got him this time. Good job. That's called teamwork. That's another gamer term. Shit. I kind of walked into that one. Here's something I don't like about this game, Halo game, video game by Microsoft. Too long. Match is too long. I am sitting here playing this match. I'm ready for it to be done. I'm so tired of this because I want to fix my stream settings. So really, every game should be made assuming that Julian is playing it and also having issues with the stream and wants to fix them as soon as possible. That's just good game design. That is basic good game design. Oh my god. I'm actually having fun. This is a good time. If my stream looked better, it would be a better time. But, you know.
have seized the enemy flag.
Halo. Where am I? Oh my god. So many little dudes running around. So many little guys everywhere.
Enemy flag returned.
Oh, hey. Okay, cool. I should have just gotten the flag.
Take it back. The enemy carrier has
I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
power weapons inbound. You're exposed, Spartan.
I probably shouldn't have the flag, right? Because our flag is not there, so...
An enemy flag carrier. Power
Oh
weapons
no.
arrive.
Oh.
They know where you are.
So this is pointless, right? Having the flag.
Our eyes on you, Spartan.
Oh. How do video game work? How do play video game? Maybe I will Google this at some point.
Dynamo grenades obtained.
I have no excuse now because I am not drunk. Although I do think I have a better grasp of the rules
The enemy flag carrier.
than I did in the last stream. Ooh. Oh my god. Where did that guy come from? I am drinking a whole ass coffee at 10:20 at night. My sleep schedule is wrecked. Oh boy. I took a very long nap, woke up, decided I wanted to play Halo video game by Microsoft.
Our forces have seized the enemy flag.
But I was still feeling kind of groggy. Got myself a coffee, and that's the whole story. Very interesting, right? Makes for a good story. I'm going to be telling that story for the rest of my life.
Revealed themselves.
On this website, twitch.tv /MegaMindFan.
We have eyes on the enemy flag carrier.
Enemy flag returned.
Enemy flag in allied hands.
Flag returned.
I'm sorry. I am actually. I really want to fix my stream. It is bugging me to no end. I want the game to end. How does the game end? How do I tell the game to end? I don't want to just leave the game. Kill that guy. Kill that guy for me, please. I have the flag. Where do I go? Oh boy. Oh no.
Enemy flag returned.
Can we all vote? Can we all vote to end the game, like in Squid Game? Maybe I should ask my team. Hey guys, can we just end this? I want to go home. I want to stop fighting. Why can't we be friends with the red team?
Victory.
That was me. I did that. That was my victory. Okay, it's the victory in question is actually me fixing the stream, hopefully. Fingers crossed. So let's figure this out. Blah blah blah. Okay, settings. Settings. Video. So if I set the maximum frame rate to 60, minimum 60. Is that better? That seems better, actually. To me. To my eye. But what do I know? What if okay, because I do like 144, and if you... 120 would be, I guess, ideal, because that's, 60 goes into 120. You get it. So what we're gonna do is use I took advanced calculus in high school, so I know these things. So I'm gonna use my big math brain to figure out and click the thing that says 120. So what if I just type 120 using math skills, numbers? Hello? 120. It shouldn't be this difficult. Okay. It's not this difficult. 120 minimum, 120 maximum. So it should, in theory, scale the resolution dynamically. So that way the frame rate never goes down. Now, no, shit, multiplayer. Let's hope and cross our fingers that it is working better now. And the webcam thing, I can still fix that, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna be invisible for a hot second. Alright? So let's just, I'm very sorry about this, but I'm gone now. I'm gone. You can't see me. I am disappeared. I'm so sorry. You don't get to look at my face for a sec. Because I'm gonna fix some settings. Video frame rate, we'll do 30. And we're gonna hope that it looks a little better. And let's also change video size to 720, because the stream is 720. And my video is also my webcam is also very small in the corner, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. I don't know how clear my voice is because I'm a little far away from the mic, but let's see how this looks. Hello? Okay, cool. And let's just tilt this way. Nope, that way. That. Okay, and let's just kind of hope this is looking a little bit better. I can see with my eyes, with my eye holes, I am looking, and it looks just a little bit better, I think. It's a little bit smoother, right? How's the... When I move my coffee, how does that look? Is that looking sexy? Sponsored by Starbucks. This is very chaotic right now, I'm sorry. Okay, we're playing video game. We're back playing video game. It's video game time. That's, to my eye, that is looking a bit better. Just a little bit. I'm still seeing some dropped frames a little bit. I will watch the VOD back. And that'll help. That'll help me to determine how bad it was. Okay. C. This is a game mode I have not done much, but it's a very standard first-person shooter game mode. Right? It's a thing. It's a thing in a lot of games, I imagine. As I have mentioned in the past, this is not really my type of game. I do not play these kinds of games very often. I'm more of a single-player games kind of guy. I play the Zeldas, I play the Metroids, I play the... That's it. That's the only two games I play. But if you think about it, this is actually very similar to one of those. Master Chief is actually... He looks pretty similar to Link. If you kind of squint your eyes, he's got that green going on. Oh boy. Kind of green, he's a green man. And he doesn't talk, just like Link. I wish people were watching this so that I could get corrected. I just want someone to actually me. That's my dream. I want a chat full of angry gamers telling me I'm wrong about things. That would actually bring me so much joy. You have no idea.
Stronghold Charlie lost.
Enemy team scored.
I'll slide with you. We're slide friends.
Your team scored.
Partners in slide. That's not good. That's not a good pun.
Enemy team scored.
I almost said slime. That would have been good if there was slime here somewhere. Partners in slime, someone has said that at some point in history. And I imagine it got a good laugh if it was relevant to whatever was happening. Me and this guy, we are best friends.
Now we keep it.
I will follow this person to the ends of the earth. I saw a person there. I'm sorry. I lied. I lied. I will not follow you. Oh boy. Oh my god.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
I think I'm doing decent. All things considered, I'm not good at these games. I think I'm doing okay.
Classic kill.
I'm killing people. At some point, I might even be like, I might even have to stop saying I'm not good at these games. And that's the goal.
Stronghold Charlie lost.
That's the long-term objective. The short-term objective is capture the points. Capture the ABCs.
Captured Bravo. Stronghold Charlie is ours.
Did that do anything? Hi there. He was just waiting there in the corner for me?
A fitting commendation.
Oh, where'd you come from? Oh, where'd you come from?
Cover me.
I will cover you. In slime. Partners in slime. Brought it back up. That's a callback. That's what we in the biz refer to as a callback. I am a comedian. I am so fucking funny. Hi there. Oh boy. I'm always bad at like kind of gauging the distance between me and the other person for melee purposes. Which was a really long-winded way to say that just now. But you know. It is what it is.
We captured Bravo.
Your team scored.
Oh, he has a energy sword, which, if I remember from playing one of the Halos in the past, that's a one-hit kill weapon of destruction. Not really mass destruction because it's just one person that you kill at a time. But it is certainly a weapon, and it is certainly destructive to people's lives, virtually, in a video game. Halo video game. By Microsoft. Hi there.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Enemy team score.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Cool.
Your
I'm I'm rewatching Community right now, and I feel like Abed's cool. You know. If you know, you know. His thing that he says. I feel like I've been saying it more. It is a thing that I kind of say every once in a while. But I feel like the frequency of the cools has increased tenfold since I have started rewatching this show. And whether this is a positive or a negative thing remains to be seen. But it is a thing nonetheless.
Active camo available.
No, they turned the A red.
Stronghold Alpha.
And that's bad for me as the blue one. Well, okay, but from their perspective, they're the blue one, right? I've only ever been blue in this game. Dabu die, if you will.
The enemy has captured Charlie.
So that's a thing as well. Now, has Halo always been like that, is what I want to know. Because I know red versus blue is a thing in these Halos. Is the red team always the bad guy?
Stronghold Bravo.
That's really a pretty apt metaphor for war, if you think about it. It's everybody always thinks they're on the blue side. I think I'm on the blue side. The red side, right now, from their perspective, they're the blue side. We always think we're the good guys. When in reality, it's just violence. That's all it's just constant violence for the sake of it. And that's these games are really making a quite a potent point here.
reloading.
We captured Alpha.
Your team score.
My viewership is I try not to look at it
Enemy
because I think it's bad to just constantly be looking. But I gotta be honest, I'm very bad at not looking, and I could remove it from OBS so that I just never know how many people are watching. But I do think it is in some ways a good thing to know. Now, I'm not one to talk because obviously I'm not a big streamer. I have not seen success here on this twitch.tv.com/website. But
Stronghold Bravo lost.
I imagine it's not a terrible thing to know, because you can kind of gauge what games are popular and etc. Point is, ultimately, what I'm trying to say here right now, I'm getting no views. It's real bad. No one's watching. But honestly, I'm having a good time talking to myself. And I'm doing okay in this game, this video game. Look at that! Wait! I had the highest score there on my own team. I think second highest total of the game. That's not bad. I'm doing okay here. I might have to take a pee break soon, for there's pee inside of me, and it wants to come out into a toilet. And who am I to deny it? Its rights. Oh boy. But let's do another match. Actually, maybe this was a mistake. I forget these matches are kind of long. They kind of go on a little long. But it's fine. I will pee my pants if I have to, and I will clip it and save it to Twitch so that everyone can watch it in the future for fun. And then I'll go viral. And I will go on the news, and they will interview me, and it'll be like, Julian, what was it like to pee your pants live on the internet? And I will say, you know what? It sucked. Not gonna lie, it was very embarrassing. I don't really have a point here that I'm trying to make. To be honest, I wish I was talking to someone. But the show must go on. Holding a turret will... I didn't get to read the whole thing. Halo, come on. It's fine. Video games aren't about reading. Video games are about doing. If you want to read, there are magazines. If you want to play... Whoa! Wait, what was that? Where did he go? That man just disintegrated. Are we next? Is this... What is happening? Hi, Great Cheshire. Welcome to the stream. Did you see that, though? Did you see... Am I hallucinating? Are we all spontaneously combusting today? I'm scared. I don't know where he went. I'm so scared. Who's next? Oh, man. It's Halo time. We're playing Halo. It's been good. I've been talking to myself. I've made so many really great points that no one will ever hear about this game, about what it's trying to say about war. And I already made the point, so I'm not going to make them again. It's been I'm doing much better at this, surprisingly. Who knew? Not being drunk makes you better at video games than being drunk. Oh boy. Now, of course, now that I'm saying that, I'm doing a little bit worse. But like, I have a better grasp on the rules of the Halo. And yes, many Samuses. Is it saying great things about how this game won't open on my GTX 960 graphics card? That is the graphics card that I used to have, that I have on my computer that is in the corner of my room right now, on my old computer. And that was an upgrade. I remember getting that graphics card and finally being able to play some of my games on higher settings at 60 frames per second. Of course, this was in like 2014 or something like that. Excuse me. Probably a little bit later. I don't know. It came with Arkham Knight. And this was like right when that game came out. And of course, the PC release for that game, I don't know if you know this, was horrible. I think it got a lot of press. It was like one of the worst. Of course, now that's just like par for the course. I feel like every new game that comes out, everyone's complaining about how terrible the PC release is. But back when Arkham Knight came out on PC, it was like unplayable, practically. I found a way somehow, though. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's get... Oh, boy. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Oh boy. It's still a little bit, it's still got its issues. I remember I tried playing it recently on my new computer, which has a much beefier graphics card, a 2080, in fact. And it is, it was stuttering like hell. I was able to fix it, it's for some weird setting that I don't remember. That didn't actually affect, like, the quality of the graphics, and it was just a weird, bizarre thing where it was like, why did that fix it? But it fixed it. But yes, very strange game, as far as the optimization goes. Also, GTX 960, for me, I'm like not paying attention now because I'm like talking to people, but it's fun. I like talking. The GTX 960, you'd think, I don't know. I feel like this is the type of game that should be able to run on that. So that's a little sad. I guess it is a little bit older now, and it is like the lower tier of that generation, I guess. I have to pee so bad. I should have gone before the match. Did they just fall into nothingness? Oh no, there's a thing here. Cool. Refunded it for Fallout 4. I want to play the Fallouts. I have 3 and New Vegas, and I've played both of them for like an hour each. I know people love New Vegas. I can't get into those games. Can't get into games like that. It's very difficult for me. Breath of the Wild is the only kind of like open world RPG that I've ever really been able to play for more than like 20 hours. I'm gonna go this way. Can I go this way? I can! I'm learning things about video game Halo Microsoft. Oh my god. But this game's been running pretty well for me on my so it sucks to be you.
Enemy captured your flag.
Oh. No, I'm sorry. That was my fault, guys. I'm so sorry. It's fun, yeah. I mean, again, this is not my type of game. I do not play these, you know, multiplayer shooter games. Single player shooter games sometimes, depends on the game. As I've said, I love Half-Lives. I love your Half-Lives, love your I don't know, I'm trying to think of other first person shooters that I like. There's gotta be some. Doom's fun. Wolfenstein is fun. Haven't beat those games, but they're fun. Anyways, point is, multiplayer, this kind of game I don't play very much. However, I am forcing myself to try to get into it. And at some point, I'm no longer having to force myself because I'm actually enjoying myself, so that's cool. I feel like if I took this game seriously, I would not enjoy it. Yeah, I've done a bit of both. I've played my experience with Halo is not very extensive. I've played some of the campaign of 1 and some of the campaign of Reach, and I think that's it. I played co-op Reach with my friend back in high school. Don't remember it that well. But I did play my fair share of Halo multiplayer on the couch with my buds back in high school, and that was always a fun time. I never knew what I was doing though. That was most multiplayer games though. Smash, I was always the one who was just kind of like enjoying watching all the little guys bounce around without really understanding what was going on. I went the longest time without knowing what the percentages were in Smash. Like, I just straight up, I don't know, I guess I just refused to, like, figure it out or find out or look it up or whatever. But, I never knew what if it was health. I was always confused when it went, like, over 100, like, what that even meant. It's like, why is it more than 100? 100 is the highest percentage a thing can be. That doesn't check out. That's not how it works. But, you know, that's the 100% generally is the highest. Generally. I did take an advanced calculus class, as I've mentioned on this stream, so I know a thing or two about your maths, your numbers, etc. I passed that class in high school. I got a C. I shouldn't have. I think the teacher just felt sorry for me. I'm not even joking. I think that's actually what it was. I had always considered myself like pretty good at math compared to my peers, I guess, throughout school until I got to this one, until I got to this class. Then it was like, that's my limit. Advanced calculus, that's I'm done. I can't do it anymore. It became too difficult, too complicated, too much going on. And my brain just could not, it was max capacity, I guess. My teacher at the time had these like extra lessons like in the evening with people who like were having difficult with it. He would like dedicate his time. I don't even think he was getting paid for this. He was a you know, he was a good guy. He was a little mean. He was a bit of a mean teacher, but he was, you know, he was cool. He was chill. Like when you got to know him, I guess. But yeah, like in the evenings sometimes he would have these like extra, like, you know, just like tutoring to like like the room would be filled with like 7 or 8 people, and he would just like go over problems that people were having issues with. And I showed up all the time, and he used to say, like, everyone who has come to this class, everyone who has done these evening classes has passed the AP exam. Guess what? I went to all of those classes, and I did not pass the AP exam. And I should not have passed the class either. But I think he was like, you know what? You put in the effort. I will give you a C. I really have to pee, so I will be right back. It's a pee break. Pee break time. Oof. I'm back. Okay. Halo. AP exams sucked. Awful, awful, awful time. I don't even remember how I did. I think I, like, passed enough of them that, like, I got into the one college. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I was gonna say the college I wanted, but it wasn't even. It was the college that I wanted after all the other colleges I wanted didn't want me. I passed enough of them to get a fair bit of college credit, but oh yeah, I got. That's what I'm trying to. That's what I knew. I passed enough of them for something good to happen. I got a decent amount of college credit. I was able to skip a good amount of whatever the basic classes. I forget what you call them. General education, is that it? I don't know. But that was pretty poggers, as we say in the streaming business. More Halo. But yeah, those, I almost wish I had just taken those basic classes instead of honestly ruining my life in high school, taking those horrible AP classes that I just was not ready for. Like, I passed them. I don't think I've ever failed a class in high school, but Jesus Christ. Awful time. Late nights doing homework. Most of that time spent thinking about doing the homework and not doing it. And wondering what was wrong with me and being just so upset at myself for not doing it and feeling sorry for myself but still not doing it. Yeah, great time. So glad it's over. I have nightmares still about high school. I am so glad I wasn't like I'm so glad that like I had like good friends in high school and that I generally kind of blended into the background. Like, I wasn't bullied or anything. I feel like that on top of the stress of my classwork would have been an absolute nightmare. So thankfully my like social life was okay. But yeah, my academically I was not having a good time. What game is this? Oh, I mean, obviously it's Halo. That's not my question. I forgot what game mode we were playing though. What game am I? What is this? Where am I? AP classes, band, musical theater, mock trial, newspaper. Oh my god. That's too much. As far as extracurriculars, I was not that heavily involved in shit. At one point I was in robotics, but just because my friends were, I did not contribute anything to the robotics team. To the point where I was like kind of a, I always felt like I was kind of a dead weight. Like, is that the right use of that term? I think it is. Like, I was just kind of, there. I feel like I was just kind of distracting everyone and not doing any work. And, yeah. But it was fun. I had a fun time. Distracting everyone. Making jokes. I was the comedy relief character. I like to think I was. I was probably very obnoxious. But it wasn't bad enough for them to like stage an intervention and tell me to leave the robotics team. What else did I do? This isn't really an extracurricular because it was a class, but I was in this media production class. It was kind of a journalism class, kind of a video class, it was a bunch of things. It was kind of whatever you wanted to do in it. Basically, the school had an app that was like replacing the newspaper, you know, the printed newspaper or whatever, I think. And it was a new app. I remember it vividly, the user interface of the app, because it was back when like everything was like you know, the old iPhone, the old like iOS interface, everything was kind of shiny looking and like looked like real materials. There's a name for that, but I can't remember it. But you know, that style of interface, it looked like a very basic iPhone app. I'm getting kind of nostalgic just thinking of it. But yeah, we had that app, and so everyone was making content for the app, be it articles or videos or picture slideshows, I guess. I don't really remember what people did. No one really did videos though, and me being a person who wanted to make YouTube videos and movies or whatever, wasn't really sure. What's happening right now? Is this the ball one? Is this the ball game? I didn't even realize. Woo! I actually really like this game mode. I haven't really been playing the objective at all. I've just been killing dudes. Anyways, no one was really doing video stuff, but me and my friend decided to make, for our first assignment, we decided to do movie reviews for movies that had come out during the summer. And we decided to do this in video format. And we were, at least I was, very heavily inspired by this one person on the internet who made video movie reviews. What was his name? He remembers it, so you don't have to. I can't remember his name though. So we had like lore to our videos. We had like characters. It was, oh god, it was so bad. However, I think I learned so much making those videos. So the teacher ended up loving it so much. And like, looking back, I don't know why, like, oh god, it's, I guess because we were like high school students, like we were freshmen, so it was probably like, you know, it was cute. We were just these kids making these silly videos, but like, looking back at these videos is so difficult for me because I am so awkward on camera. Like, if I'm a little bit awkward on camera right now, which I think I'm better with that now than I used to be. I was so bad back then. Like, oh god, I didn't know what to do with my body, with my hands. I didn't know where to look. I never looked at the lens. Oof. And then just on top of that, you know, it was 2012 or something, so you know the style of humor that was popular back then. And then all sorts of like video game references to games that were popular at that point in time. There were a lot of like Valve game references in our videos for some reason. was really into like Portal and TF2 at that point. Or at least my friends were very into TF2, and so I was kind of into the world of it, but I wasn't good at the game. I didn't play it that much. Anyways, these videos, our teacher liked it so much that she had us make them regularly. And I think we overworked ourselves making these videos, which generally ranged from anywhere from 10 minutes to half an hour, and we made them weekly. And so that was kind of my first experience making regular content for the internet. And like, you know, we stuck to the schedule, but we had to write these videos and shoot them. We had a whole room set up in my parents' old house. A whole room set up that was like the spare bedroom, but no one was like using it. So we turned it into like a little studio. We had a green screen in there. We had just this desk and a microphone on it. And we shot these videos, and we would be in there for hours and hours. We usually either had a script or we had a list of bullet points. I think we usually tried to stick to a script. Because it took so much longer when we didn't have our sentences written out for us. And I think our teacher at one point realized how difficult it was for us to keep doing this, and I think she felt like she was overworking us, and we weren't even getting paid for this. We were putting so many hours into this. Like basically the entire weekend was spent shooting and editing. Because that was the only time we had. We couldn't really shoot during the week because we were, you know, school. But during the week, we would spend all of class writing these scripts. And then the entire weekend shooting and editing. And it was involved, the editing process, because stupidly we decided it was, you know, green screen, all sorts of special effects. Oh boy. These are probably on YouTube somewhere. Still. If I can, if my friend is okay with it, maybe one day I'll like make a video about this experience and like show clips from it. But if he's not, I feel like he might be like embarrassed about this, so I wouldn't show clips of it, if he doesn't want them out there.
We've got this in the bag, eh?
It was extremely thorough. Oh yeah, so what happened was she decided like, oh yeah, you guys are making these like half-hour sagas, like epic storylines every week. And it is just I mean, they were complete nonsense, by the way. Nothing about these stories made any sort of sense. They weren't coherent. We changed our mind every single episode about what was even happening in the larger narrative, if there even was one, if you could call it that. But nonetheless, you know, lots of shit happening for a movie review. We went a little bit too far. Went a little too far in a few places. Eggman was a character. He was like the main bad guy. At one point, Batman was in it. That was just like a one-off thing, though. And it was only because we reviewed a different movie. We were going to review Dark Knight Rises and then decided not to, and then Batman was angry at us. Stupid shit like that, you know. Oh, it was deleted. Oh no, that's so sad. I definitely have these videos on a hard drive. If they're not still on the internet, I definitely have them somewhere on a hard drive. If my friend isn't too embarrassed, I might show them. Like, I might turn this into content somehow. Oh boy. Oh wow, we are doing so bad. I just realized. That actually might be like a fun, easy video to make, because it's just a personal story. All I have to do is just talk about my experience, show the videos, talk about what I learned from it. That might be fun. Because all the things I want to make are so involved. I get too ambitious. I'm like, oh, I want to make a video about all the Metroids. And then even then, when I dial it back, it's like, okay, well, I'll just start with talking about like Metroid 1 and 2, and then go through them like slowly, one by one, or two by two. I'm thinking about going through it 2 games at a time and kind of comparing them. But even that, it's like I have to play these games, get footage. Even if I don't want to get footage, going through footage that other people have is still a bit of work. And then, I want to be specific. I want to talk about specific aspects of these games and get like specific footage of those things. And then even just coming up with any sort of thesis, it's a lot. I want to say something about these games that people aren't saying, or that hasn't been like touched on that much. And these are popular games, so there's a lot of interesting takes on these games. I would like to recommend, I think I talked about this last stream, I would like to recommend Transparency's video on the Metroid games. It's probably the best like story analysis I've seen of the Metroid games. Really, really good stuff. I don't know if you know Transparency, if you follow them, but yeah, they make very good videos. It's one of my favorite like gaming video essay YouTube channels. But also, like, when that video came out, I was like, oh shit, I want to make a Metroid video, and now there's this one, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to watch it, because I wasn't sure if it would, like, influence my video too much. But they ended up having a lot to say that I hadn't really thought of. Which maybe is a bad thing, because now it's like, that definitely did influence some of my thoughts on the Metroid games. Not too much, but, like, now it's like, oh, there's a bit more to chew on here now, in my brain, than there was before. So I'm letting that kind of sit for a while before I come up with I have a lot of takes on the Metroid games, but I want to bring it together into something, because I have a lot of separate takes on the Metroid games. I have a lot of different things I want to say about them that aren't necessarily related to each other, but I want to kind of bring it together into one mega take. Have it all come together like the Zords from Power Rangers. Okay, yeah, you get that. You deserve it. You specifically sought it out. I'm just following you because I don't know what I'm doing. What's this guy's deal? Why do you look like that? Well, he's dead now, so. And then one of my best friends, Elise, loves the Halo games, and so for her sake, I want to get into the Halo games more, and I want to have something to say about them. I'm just playing this for fun. This isn't for a video, but at some point I'll play through them all. Probably just the campaigns. I don't know if I have much to say about multiplayer games in general. Oh shit. But I might invite her onto the stream. We've done this before, where let's play Halo together. She actually has a YouTube channel. I recommend it. She just right now kind of posts like gameplay compilations, just like highly edited clips of moments from games. So shout out to Neon Blue Cat Girl. That's it, right? Yeah, Neon Blue Cat Girl, spelled like it sounds. Neon. Not like neon, like not neon cat. Very small YouTube channel. Just getting started. And only getting better. And she hops on the streams sometimes. She also makes music. Really good music. Really good, like, punk music. Alicia and the Punk Ass Bitches. Check them out on Spotify. I wish more people were watching, because Elise is like one of the most talented musicians that I know, like personally. And it's hard. It's hard getting noticed. It's hard getting traction when you're just a small artist on Spotify or whatever. She's been doing it for years, and amazing stuff. Good. Thank you. If I can get just one more person to listen to our music, it will have been worth it. Worth the immense amount of effort it took me to say these words on stream. It's so difficult saying words. Oh yeah, I never even finished what I was saying about my fucking high school YouTube career. Oh boy. What's even the objective right now? Is it just killing people? I need to like pay more attention to that. Oh yeah, it's just killing dudes. That's easy. Our teacher recognized that we were like putting way too much work into these videos, and so she like told us to move away from movie reviews and instead make what's up, real little thicky? Oh god, you caught me at the worst time because I'm burping a bunch all of a sudden. I'm talking about my high school YouTube career, or at least as a freshman, I made videos for our high school app, which no one watched, with my friend. At first we made these highly in-depth movie reviews, very reminiscent of like kind of like nostalgia critic stuff, real shitty videos. What's your question? Let's hear it. Shoot. I'm shooting. It's your turn now. Cause gun in game, video game gun shooting, but also question shooting. It works on multiple levels, and that is called comedy. Oh my goodness. Take cover. There's no cover. Ah. Anyways, so our teacher realized we were putting too much work into these videos, and she had us instead do like a sort of make 5 videos per week instead of one long video, 5 shorter videos, each about a minute long, about things going on like in the news or just whatever we wanted, really. So it was called the Daily Derp. So that, that's the time we were living in. It was called the Daily Derp, and we had, oh boy, we had Movie Mondays, which is, we talked about whatever new movies were coming out. TV Tuesdays, self-explanatory. Wildcard Wednesdays, we talked about whatever we wanted, so just some random news story that was funny or interesting in some way. And then, wait, what was on Thursday? Oh, Technology Thursday was what it was called. At this point, the alliterations become a little troublesome. But yeah, Technology Thursday, we talked about whatever news was happening in the tech world, because we were both into that. And then Video Game Fridays was just a straight up Let's Play of something. So that was a longer video, but it wasn't really edited that much. It was just us playing a video game, and we took the best clips from that. So it was just sort of a 10-minute video, edited down from probably an hour of gameplay. Oh, okay, that's a long question, which I like, but I think I'll read it when the round is over, maybe. Or if... Nah, screw it. I don't care if I die. I did an Uber Eats order, and the guy called me and complained, said I dropped it off at the wrong place, but it said on the app it was a business. I told him where I dropped it, and he was still pissed. I said, you can get a refund through the app, and he says to me, what you did was fucked up, man. Fucked up. What the fuck? Hangs up. I checked my Uber app an hour later, and he forgot to cancel the tip. He just got $27 for that order. That's great. That's ideal. I mean, sounds like you did everything you could. What's your question? It's a good story. Like, I don't know what else you could have done in that situation. Like, you tell him where you dropped it off. Like, I guess he could give you the new address. I don't know. Like, if you're already driving away, it's like, it's not like you can go back. You know, time is money. You're busy. We're busy bees here. Yeah, I've had that issue once or twice where the app just gives the wrong address, and that's on the customer, I think. Yeah, I don't know what else you could have done. That's on the customer if they put the wrong address. I guess the only way it could be, I guess, like a little bit your fault is if you like if you just put it at the wrong address by like misreading it or something. Which I've actually done before. But like or if you plug it into like Google Maps and Google Maps screws up and takes you to the wrong place. But like usually, even then, like, sorry, had a hair in my mouth. Even then, like, if you tell them where it is, like, I don't know, I don't really think it's much of an issue if it's nearby, and usually it will be. And it's shit like that happens, you know? It happens. Every once in a while you're gonna have you're gonna do something wrong, or something unfair will happen to you. And there's really just not much you can do except move on. That's kind of how it is with every job where you're working, or any job in general. I was gonna say any job where you're working with customers. You know, just move on. But yeah, sounds like a real fun experience. I think I've mentioned before that's pretty much happened to me, like almost exactly that. Except they didn't call me. They just they walked up to my car while I was still parked outside. So if anything, they didn't need to be angry because it was just the house next door. All they had to do was walk over and get it. They were like, "You dropped it off at the wrong house." I'm like, "Oh, sorry, I just did the address that the app gave me." I don't know what else I can do. It's confusing sometimes. Literally the entire order was fucked. Pizza Hut literally didn't even give me everything for the order. It said 6 pieces on the order and they gave me 2 pizzas and cheese sticks. That's fucked up. That's on them. Like, I don't like when customers expect you to like scrutinize the order. Like as far as like if it's like large items, I guess it's not, you know, that difficult. But sometimes, for example, McDonald's will seal the bag, right? So for the customer's safety, so that the customer knows it hasn't been tampered with or anything. And then I will get a note from the customer saying like, please check and make sure everything's in there. And it's like, I'm sorry, but it's the policy that I can't open the bag. I'm not supposed to, for your own safety. And I just don't feel comfortable with it, and I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to tell them. And you know, if the order's messed up, I guess it's a little bit my fault because they did tell me to check it, but like, I don't know. I feel like the restaurant should be the one to make sure to triple check the order. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. And then the worst thing, this is only a little bit related, is when the customer gives me a note about the order, like about the content of the order, in the delivery instructions, which, by the way, I don't see, as you know, we don't see until after you've picked up the order. And at that point, you might have picked up a different order, so you're already at a different location, so you can't like go back and ask for something. So sometimes I'll see instructions in the delivery instructions saying, please make sure there's extra sauce or something like that. Grab some extra sauce. Grab some hot sauce or something. I don't know. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't do that because I'm not there anymore. I don't see the delivery instructions until I've picked up all the food and am on the way to your house or whatever. If you wanted extra sauce, you need to put that in the order instructions for the restaurant.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Yeah, seriously. I'm like, I'm driving. I can't pick up ranch. I can't go back to the restaurant. That's like, I don't know. Maybe the customer would appreciate if I drove back to the restaurant to grab that, but I don't think that's something Uber would want me doing. And it's something I don't want me doing. More importantly, I will get paid either way. Suckers. But like in all seriousness, like I wish Uber communicated better to the customer what I see. Because I think a lot of customers just don't know that, Jesus, that the, oh boy, that was a mistake. I should have stayed up there. Oh boy. I feel like a lot of customers just don't realize that the delivery instructions are just delivery instructions. You can't say anything about the order in the delivery instructions because, again, I don't see that until I'm delivering. And then same with just some other things I can't think of right now. Just about how it works. I feel like the world would be a better place if Uber communicated to the customer just a little bit more how the system works. The absolute worst. Oh god, let me pay attention. Okay, cool. I died. The absolute worst part of Uber Eats is not knowing where you are delivering to before you accept it. I agree. Like, you can kind of tell sometimes. Like, it'll show on the map the general area of where the customer is. As far as I can tell, though, if you're doing multiple orders, there's just no way to know where all of them are. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. But as far as the specific address, and once you've accepted it, you can't tell. It doesn't tell you the specific address before or after you've accepted it until you have grabbed the food already and are ready to go. And that just sucks for me because I like to communicate with the customer. I know the app tells them a lot of these things, but I like to personally text them and say that I'm on my way or that I'm waiting at the restaurant. And if it's busy, I like to tell them that, just, so that they know it's going to be a while. And so far, generally, the customer appreciates that. Some people don't really respond or they don't care, and that's fine. But generally, at least according to my tips, I think people appreciate that. So I like to, let them know what's going on. And then if I have a batch order, which means more than one order, I have no way of knowing like how close together the two houses are, or even if they're at the same like hotel or whatever. I've had that happen before where I'm like, I tell the first person I'm on my way, and then I'm there and I deliver it, and then I find out that the next person is at the same location, so I wasn't really able to tell them, hey, I'm on my way, because I'm already there, which doesn't, I guess that's kind of not really that much of a problem, but it's nice to tell them ahead of time that I'm on my way. And if I'm already there, then I don't get to tell them ahead of time. So what I've been doing lately, oh yeah, definitely. The stacked orders are annoying for a number of reasons, but it is more economical, I guess. It's a good way to make more money. What's really shitty, though, is when, for whatever reason, there's an issue with the stacked order where one order takes significantly longer than the other. And so it's like in the time it took to wait for one of the orders, you could have delivered the other order, but there's no way to do that as it is right now. There's just no way to do that. So maybe someone's food gets a little cold, and that sucks. I don't want to deliver cold food. I have like temperature control bags, I guess. I don't know. I have like, bags to keep the food hot that are specifically designed for that purpose, which, by the way, I had to buy. The app doesn't give you that. And you could buy the ones that Uber makes, but those are hella expensive. I just bought some cheap ones on Amazon. But yeah, it sucks when the stacked order is not as smart as Uber thinks it is. Things like that, where the app thinks it's being all smart about maximizing efficiency and whatnot, but actually, robots don't know shit. They don't know what they're doing. They think they're giving you the best route. They're not. One thing I love about Halo is the way the grenades bounce off things. I feel like I've never really been surprised by the arc of my grenade, if that makes sense. I generally feel like I know where it's about to go, without it just kind of going where the crosshair is. Like it feels natural. Oh shit. Oh, that's a lot of dudes. Oh my goodness. Oh, my game just froze. Oh, that's never happened to me before. Oh, it just straight up crashed. And now I'm on Twitter. Guess I'm just on Twitter now. Alright, enjoy your shower. Alright, cool. Get clean. Wow. That's Halo Infinite crashed. This game, terribly made. Terribly made. Well, let's get rid of this. Let's do a cool transition here. Let's see. How do I do this? Get rid of that. And then press that button. Ooh. That was pretty nice. Okay, so for anyone just joining us, Halo Infinite just crashed. So we are going to reopen it. Feel bad for everyone who just who was in that you get what I'm trying to say. Everyone who was in that game with me. I just left. I left for no reason. So sad. Oh yeah, I guess it is still in beta. I'm gonna switch here, so it looks like that. But as you can see, that sucks. My green screen's all a little off there, but it's fine. Once I get back into the game, it won't look like that. In fact, I'm back in the game right now, so I didn't really need to do that. Whoop. That's not the game. Game. Where is game? Where is game? I need to pay more attention to how my stream is set up and get used to... I have a new setup. A lot of things about my current OBS setup is new to me, so I'm still kind of figuring things out. There we go. There is game. Okay. Well, I hope that doesn't happen again. I've never had it just straight up crash on me like that. Well, thanks so much, Ulthiki. I really appreciate that. I have really been enjoying this one, and I'm sober. So, wow, that's crazy. I am drinking coffee. That's helping. Just to wake up, because I woke up from a nap before streaming, so I was a little groggy. Yeah, I'm enjoying streaming. I want to stream more. I feel like I've been a little on top of my game today. I've been real chatty. You're not sober? Enjoy that, I guess. Water. Gotta stay hydrated. I've been enjoying Halo. I've been having fun playing Halo, which is crazy. I normally don't really enjoy these types of games, but it's been fun. Yeah, oh yeah. Well, I believe in you.
Claim and hold the zone, Spartan.
This is my least favorite game mode. I don't know why. I think maybe it just reminds me too much of Call of Duty. Because I know it from Call of Duty. I'm sure it's been in Halo for a long time, probably. I don't know. We do not have any Halo historians in chat as far as I know. It's Thanksgiving week and I work at a grocery store. Oh, jeez, I'm so sorry. Oh, boy. Yeah, no wonder. I'm sorry. I do not miss working retail at all. I feel your pain. I used to work at Staples, and I guess the Thanksgiving week equivalent at Staples would have been back to school. And that's when I actually started. I started during back to school. So that was real just like getting right into it. What a way to introduce that job to me. But yeah, not fun. Not a fun time at all. Very poor management. The customers weren't even that bad necessarily. You know, sometimes you get your bad customers, but and that's what I would call them. Is bad customers in that moment. I wouldn't call them, you know, assholes or bad people necessarily. I don't know what they are like outside of that one encounter. Maybe they're just having a bad day, you know? The real issue is just the way the job is, the way it's set up, how little you feel like you're cared for.
We've captured Bravo.
It sucks.
Your team has scored. Overshield inbound. Overshield available.
It's thankless work.
We've lost a teammate.
team scoring.
Hell yeah, I'm doing things. I'm doing objective. I'm killing. I am killing people. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to press that key just now. Ah. Whew. Shit. Sometimes I like frantically try to get behind something, and then there's just a wall behind me, and I can't go anymore. Here's one thing that I don't think I'll get any better at with these games, is just knowing the map. I cannot, for some reason, especially these damn multiplayer shooter maps, they're just so intricate with so many different like paths, which normally you'd think is a good thing, and people probably appreciate that sort of thing. For me, I just can't wrap my head around them. They always feel new to me every time I go into one. I've never felt like I'm intimately familiar with a multiplayer shooter map. That was a good kill. I'm a good gamer.
It's yours. Now we keep it that way.
Alright, that guy's staying here, right? No, you're not? Okay, I'll defend it. I'll do your job.
Stronghold Alpha is ours.
The worst job I ever had was full-time high school custodian. Oh boy, the manager literally would tell me I'm off, yell at me constantly. Oh boy, wait, what's happening? Shit. Yell at me constantly. I mean, I'm cleaning the shitters at a high school for little pay, at least seriously. Then I was planning on quitting then, so I started using my PTO and he fired me. Jesus Christ. That sucks.
Stronghold Alpha is ours.
Especially because I feel like they feel like they can get away with treating you more shitty when you're like, you know, when you're a kid. And that just sucks. If anything, they should treat you better. Because you're just a kid. You're still figuring shit out. Like, they shouldn't expect you to know what you're doing. Especially, so many of these jobs have such terrible, terrible training. You just always feel like you're incompetent the entire time and no one helps you out. No one helps you feel better. No one tells you how to do your job better. At least in my experience.
Stronghold Charlie lost.
When I was working at Staples, they basically just kept cutting my hours. They had like a meeting with me. My manager had this like really kind of shady meeting with me, where she told me like, you know, if you don't step it up a little bit, we might have to start the process to fire you, and that's a whole thing. I don't want to have to do that, and I'm just shit. I keep pressing the grenade button by accident. It's like I might have to start the process to fire you. It's like, and Staples has this really ridiculous thing where you kind of have to be like a salesperson, which really shouldn't be what the job is, but you have to sell a certain number of types of things. I don't remember all of it. Some of it was like just like some tech stuff and some like shit. You know, stuff that really no one wants to buy. If you're walking into Staples, you're buying, I don't know, a stapler. You're buying some paper. You're not trying to get you're not trying to get shit installed on your computer or whatever. I don't remember half of the stuff we were supposed to do. Oh yeah, one of them was Liquid Armor, which is like this screen protector thing that they install in the store that is like this liquid screen protector that, by the way, is permanent as far as I know. I don't want to have to tell people I don't want to scam. I feel like I'm scamming people into that when I am trying to sell that to them. Anyways, so I wasn't really selling. I was focusing on, you know, the customer service aspect of the job. I was helping people find shit and like being nice. I don't, and then on top of that, if I have to try to sell shit, I hate it. It makes me feel icky. So I did not do that part of the job, which was in the job description, I think. So that's a little bit on me, but I just want to make money. I'm not there to climb up the corporate ladder or whatever. yeah, like McAfee, stuff like that. Anyways, so she like pulls me into our office and she's like, your numbers aren't very good. By the way, we don't make commission or anything like that. We do, however, have a really condescending, what they call a goal card, which is something you grab at the beginning of every shift. It's a card where your manager or your supervisor, whoever's there, writes down an arbitrary number of things for you to sell. It's just there's a blank spot. I will sell X things today, and they just decide. They're like, yeah, today I want you to sell 3, 4 things. I don't know, 7 things, whatever. They literally just come up with the number on the spot. No rhyme or reason to it. So you're expected to meet your goal, and if you don't, they get a little angry at you. And you also turn it in at the end of the day. You like put it in a little pocket, and it was absolute hell. I also didn't know about this goal card for the longest time when I was working there. No one told me about it. Then one day, my supervisor was like, have you grabbed your gold card? And I was like, gold card? I don't know what that is. And he was like, He looked at me and he was like, you know, it's really concerning to me that you don't know about the gold card. I'm like, okay, no one told me. Like, why? I'm sorry. It's not my fault. But he acted like it was like my fault. Like I didn't do the homework. I didn't do the research. I didn't do the reading. This wasn't in any of the training, by the way. None of the training videos mentioned any sort of gold card. These training videos were hell to watch, but I remember them. I knew what was in them. I know the content. All sorts of dumb acronyms and mnemonic devices. You know what I'm talking about. The worst kind of training videos. The type of shit that the Krusty Krab training video in SpongeBob was making fun of. But they didn't talk about the gold cards. And no one told me about the gold cards, so I didn't find out about them until like a couple months into working, and apparently it was very concerning. And then about a year into the job, maybe a little bit earlier than that, I was pulled into my manager's office, during which they said your numbers are not very good, and I have to report this every week to the higher ups, I guess. We have a big video conference all the time, and I have to tell them about how my employees are doing, and I don't want to have to tell them that you're not doing well. And I just imagine this like fucking like Avengers, like Nick Fury in front of all the like shadowy faces on the on all the multiple computer screens saying like, Julian is not performing as expected. We might have to terminate him soon. Just ridiculous. Like, it felt so weird, and like, I felt like I was being gaslit. I felt like it just felt bad. It sucked. And basically she's like, I'm gonna have to start the process to fire you. Like, start the process of starting the process to fire you. And I'm like if you don't get your numbers up. And it's like, it felt like an empty threat, you know? What they actually ended up doing was just cutting my hours a bunch. So I was practically making no money. I was working like a handful of hours every week, which absolutely sucked. And then it was my first job, so I was too scared to like talk to anyone about it. Like who worked there. I didn't want to like confront anyone about this. And then eventually I got a better job. I cheated on my job with a different job, with a better job, which paid me less hourly, but gave me more hours, like more consistent hours. So I was making a lot more money at this job. And, it was like, I was like dreading the conversation where I feel like people fantasize about quitting their jobs, but for some reason it just stressed me out. Like, I was like, I don't want to have to tell them that I don't want to work here anymore. It felt like a breakup almost. The whole job felt like a toxic relationship. You make $13 an hour cleaning and guiding customers to things on the shelf. It's not awful, honestly. Plus Uber Eats not bad. Yeah, like, yeah. I'm glad your situation isn't terrible. I'm glad it's better than your high school job.
Spike obtained.
But yeah, I went from Staples to working in a dining hall at my college, at my dorm. And like, you'd think the dining hall would be worse. I mean, I guess, I don't know. Like, you know, you're with people your own age and like people who are in the same kind of like communities as you, which is nice. As far as like, you know, they live at your dorm and they go to college with you. But so that's cool. It was over the summer. Wow. But I don't know, like, food service to me sounds less appealing than something like Staples. Just like, if you like as an outsider, to me, if I had no experience with either of those, I would say, oh yeah, I would prefer Staples, because you know it's a nice kind of, it's a less chaotic environment most of the time. It's not, you know, dishes and food and gross shit. I don't know, food's gross. Food service is gross. But just the management and it was so bad and so stressful that it was just so much better to be in an environment where it felt like my bosses actually like cared about me. And they did. I don't like bosses generally. I don't think it's a good way to run a business. Depending on the business. But it's very exploitative. that sort of dynamic, that relationship between boss and employee. Because they don't have to give a shit, whereas all you have to do is give a shit. It's kind of, it sucks. However, thankfully at that job, it felt like my bosses cared about me as a person, and they understood why I had the job. I didn't have to pretend like I was doing this huge service, like I was making the world a better place, like I was doing this because it was my dream. At Staples, they gave a whole ass speech because, I don't know, someone did something wrong. It wasn't me for once. Someone did something wrong, and like they like brought us all together and gave this whole speech about how if you're only here for the paycheck, then leave. You shouldn't be here. It's like, who's at Staples? Who's not at Staples just for the paycheck? Who's working at Staples because it's their dream job and they want to climb the corporate ladder? Someone probably out there, maybe. I mean, good for them, I guess. Godspeed to them. But for everyone else, no. I'm here because I want to make money. And like, everyone is thinking that in that room during that speech. No one is listening to that speech thinking, yeah, who's just here for the paycheck? Fuck them. If you're not serious about Staples, get out. What's up, Ronan? Welcome to the stream. I've also worked at Panda Express for 3 months, if you want to bring up everything I've ever done. Yeah, I mean, I hope that was alright. The one food service job I've had was fine. It was totally fine. My hours weren't cut randomly for no reason, which was cool. And I honestly was not great there. As far as like, I feel like I was not the best employee. You just watched Matrix Reloaded. Great movie. Absolutely a very fun time. Best car chase ever. I don't know if that's true. There are probably some car chases I like more, but damn if that's not a great car chase in that movie. Oh, and it goes on for so long. It's so excessive, but it's so damn fun. And you're just like, I don't want this to end. And it does eventually, but honestly, it gives you enough. It's very satisfying. We're talking about shitty jobs. Oh, that's a long one. I'll take it. I haven't really been playing the objective very much. Okay, defend me, please. Thank you. I will hold on to this. Can you throw this? I don't really know how this works. I like this game mode. I just kind of hold on to the ball, though. I think that's all you can do. And you can, like, hit people with it, but you can't really throw it to your friends, as far as I can tell. Even though it looks like Master Chief wants to throw it, the way he's holding out his arm like that. Looks like he's aiming it to throw it. Gotcha. Hey, don't shoot. Got him. Damn, I'm on a roll. And by on a roll, I mean surviving 2 encounters, but not a third. Panda Express accused me of being the reason they failed a health inspection because they literally told me every day to put the rice in the warmer, never check the temperature, and it was out of temp in the warmer. When the health inspector checked it, it was out of temp. They wrote me up. Jesus Christ. People were crying. Oh my god. That's awful. Jesus Christ. I hate it. I hate it when something goes wrong, even if it is your fault. Even if it is, which I'm not saying it was. It probably wasn't, sounds like. But, like, I hate when they, like, make an example out of you, you know? It's just the worst feeling, especially when you're young. I mean, anytime, really. But, like, when you're young and inexperienced and already, you know, kind of insecure about the work you're doing because it's a new job. It sucks. It's like, Jesus, I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? I can't go back in time. Like, tell me what I did wrong, sure. Tell me how to not do it wrong in the future, but don't, like, humiliate me in front of my coworkers. It's the worst feeling. Like, it makes you want to cry. You're still here? Jesus.
Round 1.
Round 1. Which sounds like round 1. The number 1.
Final round.
Final round.
Incoming.
Incoming. That's what I'm doing now. I'm just repeating what he says because that's the stage we're at.
We have the ball.
We have the ball. I don't know why. It's like it's an instinct. I can't not just say the words back that he's. I feel like there's some lag going on. Some internet lag. By the way, let me know if there's any like weird stuttering in this stream. I feel like it's been okay. However, I was having issues earlier today, and I haven't really been paying attention to the preview. So if there are issues, I'd like to know, but also I don't really know if I can fix them because I feel like I've kind of done everything I can today. Woo. Kill him! Help me! One time they told me you can just go home for the day, and I was like, okay, clocked out and left. Yeah, that is the greatest. I love it. I love just not working. Not working is the best feeling in the world, especially after you've been working. Whew. That's the least satisfying kind of kill to me, is when you're just shooting at them waiting for them to die and it takes forever. The most satisfying is when you put a melee in there. Mix it up a little. Or a grenade. But when you're just shooting, it just feels like we were just kind of waiting it out. We're just kind of, it's just kind of a test of who can hold their mouse on the other person the longest, you know? There's nothing creative there. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's still a kill, so it still feels good. I feel like there's a fly in this room. Not a fly. Some sort of small flying insect. A fly would be really annoying, because they make little buzzing noises. But I'm like not totally sure that it's here. So it's something smaller that doesn't make a sound. Got him. Where's the ball? Where's the ball? 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 There's the ball. No! I want the ball. Shit. I'm like paying more attention to the rules of these games. I'm playing the objective. I'm trying. I'm trying, okay? I'm not the best Halo. But I'm trying.
An ally has slain the carrier.
We have the ball.
S7 sniper inbound.
Cool, cool, cool. God, watch out, guys. You just let that guy get you. Where's the ball? Where is it? It's here. Can't really run when you have the ball. I earned us that victory. Me. It was all me. Hell yeah. I guess you can customize your armor in this game, but like that's just so much work. I don't want to have to think about that. I'm just gonna stay how I look right now. What car do I use? I have a 2012 Toyota Prius, and it rules. It gets really good mileage. Runs pretty well. I got it recently, like a few months ago, and it's been treating me pretty good so far. It's a great car for Uber Eats. You're also now without a job, although it was predictable and frankly educational. What was your old job or losing your job? I got a new car recently, and that's where most of my money is going for a payment. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know. I'm not really a car guy. I don't really know much about cars, I guess. I don't like when you say Mazda CX-3, I don't really know what that looks like, how it is. Sexy as hell. That's good. I'm happy for you. The look of the Prius is growing on me. It's a really friendly looking car, if that makes sense. Kind of round, I guess. It's friend-shaped. The newer Priuses are a bit more like angular and kind of sharp, I guess. They look more like enemies. They're enemy cars. So that's why I always try to hit them when I see one on the road. It's a cheap SUV. Cool. I like SUVs. I wish they got better mileage. But it's nice having more room, and they look nice generally. Yeah. Halo. Let me kill dudes. I was having a lot of issues earlier today with the stream, where my webcam looked like straight out of Unfriended, all sorts of artifacting and glitching. Looks like if you ever have cable TV and it like starts going out and like everyone's faces look all weird. Yesterday I got notified that I wouldn't be needed for any further work by my employer. They failed to trade me in any way, so it's their fault. That is like par for the course. It sucks. I hate it. Yeah, seriously, I get that. I mean, that's like I was talking about Staples for a long time. That happened to me, basically. I wasn't let go, though. I quit, but they cut my hours enough that I may as well have been fired. I wanted to get a Prius, but my father told me don't get. They constantly have problems. Interesting. Well, I hope I don't run into that. So far, it's been fine. Hasn't been very long, though. I've generally heard that they're pretty reliable, so I don't know. But everyone has their own opinions on cars. You know, like, everyone has their own opinions and they stick to them. Like, on cars specifically. Like, when people have thoughts and feelings about certain car brands or cars, they do not want to budge on those. It's very interesting to me. You know, like car culture and car discourse. Absolutely, Ronan. Matrix Reloaded is so much more thoughtful and interesting than the vast majority of action blockbusters that come out today. A wonderful, wonderful movie with so much passion. Just bursting at the seams with passion. Like, say what you want about the Matrix sequels, and I won't let you because they're wonderful movies. But they are such passion projects. Like, you can just see the creativity there and the amount of love put into every single moment. I like Sonic. He's cool. He's so cool. He should be played by Chris Pratt. Even though he's not a rat. Not a crisp rat. He is a hedgehog. Funny joke. Wordplay. Come here. That didn't do shit. Oh my goodness. A rocket launcher. That's cheating. Video game.
forces have seized the enemy.
Honestly, you could fill a book, you could fill a novel with analysis of the Matrix sequels, and people have. Feel free to do that in chat. Just know that I am too involved with the video game to read it and think about it right now. I'm sorry, but it's a wonderful, wonderful set of movies. Highly recommend Curio's videos on the Matrix sequels. They're a YouTuber. They make videos. I don't know. They make like videos generally a little political videos. Like I would say politics heavy art analysis. It's kind of how I would categorize it. Really just art analysis. Any good art analysis is political, in my opinion. So really it goes without saying. But yeah, art is apolitical, of course. But these videos particularly generally relate to what's going on today. Very topical. Just sort of the landscape of politics right now.
Enemy flags in Allied hands.
Okay, I'll get in there with you, sure.
Steady grip.
But their videos on the Matrix sequels are very, very good from a trans perspective, of course. And the videos are from a trans perspective, and made by Curio,
Seconds remaining.
person on the internet who makes good videos, and Sarah Zedig, I think is her name, is the name of this other person who collaborated on this analysis. Anyways, just it's a longer, I think it's like a 2-hour video on the Matrix sequels. Really, really interesting stuff. Couple things where I'm like, couple takes where I'm like, that's a little out there, but I like it. But for the most part, it's like, oh, that's so obvious. Like it's like so. But I, as a cis guy, like it's stuff that I hadn't considered, And then also just like it's not all trans stuff. There's a lot of philosophy. These people who made these videos are very knowledgeable about philosophy, for lack of a better way to say it. Oh boy, this is a mistake. I am taking a knife to a gunfight here. I haven't seen The Walking Dead, no. I've seen like the first few episodes a long time ago, but I don't remember it, and I'm not really interested in seeing it. It's too long, too much. I know it's like a very important thing in pop culture, but yeah, too much. It's like Game of Thrones, It's like I don't want to get into all that. Damn. Ooh. Sorry if that made an annoying sound. I just bumped the microphone.
Elimination.
And now the grand.
Anyways, highly recommend the Matrix sequels analysis by Curio. Look it up on YouTube. If you are at all a fan of those movies and want to know a little bit more about what's going on under the surface there, are interested in hearing some takes, watch that video. I remember Star Wars, yeah. Oh, shit. Now, I've always been a very big Star Wars fan. I've talked about this on stream. Rise of Skywalker really soured that for me. Excuse me. Sucks. Really sad. Everything should be Star Wars. It's like how Nintendo approaches their video game, their Nintendo's philosophy, where like they design a game first and then decide what like property it should be. Like I don't know if y'all know this, but they will basically, for some games, not all of them, they will start designing a game and then realize, like, as they're figuring out the premise, they'll be like, oh, this should be a Mario game, or oh, this should be a Kirby game. That's that's how Star Wars should be. Every movie should be developed first as its own thing and then turned into Star Wars halfway through development. Like, oh, this should be in the Star Wars universe. Oh boy. And yes, Ronan, everything you're saying I agree with. Thank you for agreeing with me, little Thicky. I feel validated. What's happening? What is this? Oh, it's one flag. This is the Megamind fan strat of not paying attention to the
Power items now available.
game mode or whatever it's called until halfway through the round. It is fan fiction. It's so sad because even like kind of the lesser Star Wars movies or whatever, like your Solos or your I don't know. Phantom Menace is probably my least favorite prequel. I still like it though. There's still like Solo, for example, is still like it's a little generic, but it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie to watch, and it still feels it feels like real events that probably happened in the Star Wars universe, if that makes sense. Like it doesn't feel like fan fiction for the most part. The origin of Han Solo's name is stupid, really, really dumb, but like it's fine. Yeah, I recommend it. It's fine. It's an entertaining movie. And then like Phantom Menace, you say what you want about how it's executed, but really, really interesting movie. Really interesting politics. Really expands the universe in some really cool ways. So many fascinating ideas. Very cool art direction. Mostly, I love like the underwater city. It's so cool to look at, in my opinion. Shit like that, you're like, oh, that's cool. Even like Attack of the Clones, people think that's a bit of a dud. But like Star Wars as a like a noir, as like a mystery, like noir kind of movie. That's cool as hell. That's such a good idea. Again, say whatever you want about the execution of that, but like some fascinating stuff there. And yes, of course, very quotable, very memeable, for better or for worse. And there is always a bigger fish. While kind of a weird quote in the moment, is such a great line. It's a little rough, yeah. However, the romance, I like it. I mean, obviously they have no chemistry. It's a terrible romance. But I think Anakin being a little creep, a little weird. Oh, shit. I didn't know that meant that it was going to explode. Anakin being a weird little creep works so well. That is exactly how a future fascist would be. Whether or not that was intentional remains to be seen. Doesn't matter to me. I don't know if they're fundamentally broken. I don't know if I agree with that. I will defend the prequels for now. My opinion's always changing on them. I used to hate them. I rewatched them like a couple years ago and really had a good time. So for now, I'm a prequel apologist. Maybe I'll rewatch them someday in the future and not like them anymore. But man, are they interesting. They are art. I mean, everything is art. All movies are art, but you know what I'm saying. They are someone's vision. And Revenge of the Sith is fun too. Revenge of the Sith, it's been said that like all of the interesting shit in the prequels happens in that movie. Most of the story in the prequels happens in Revenge of the Sith, which is a real shame. But it is very cool seeing all of the everything kind of come to a the fallout of everything that's been happening. Everything's been building up to that. Shit. That came out of nowhere. I like the prequels a lot. I think they have a really interesting thesis about like neoliberalism leading into fascism. I think they do a really good job of kind of illustrating how a corrupt democracy can lead into something much, much worse. And that people who are frustrated will help that happen unknowingly. And you see it in all three of the movies. That's not just Revenge of the Sith. The movies, all three of them, I think, are doing their own thing in order to get that message out there. Again, say what you want about the execution, but damn if they're not interesting movies with some really interesting political commentary. And of course, they're also dumb space movies with lots of bad special effects. Not as straightforward and digestible as the original trilogy, which was a very just as relevant and much more, again, straightforward political allegory, just about, I don't even know if allegory is the right word, it's very straightforward, just about, rebellion and fighting the man, and of course the Vietnam War. It's all good. It's all good. All Star Wars is good except for Rise of Skywalker.
Enemies on me. Plasma grenades acquired.
I think if the prequels were made today, I think they would be a lot better. Just at least as far as special effects, because the technology I think wasn't quite there. And that's not saying I want George Lucas to go back and paint over all the special effects like he did with the original trilogy in some cases. But it's fun to imagine what the prequels could have looked like if they were made with modern technology. I don't know if they would have been just as stilted and awkward. Maybe they would have been. But seeing some of those scenes with today's technology would have been a real treat, I think. However, they don't exist in a vacuum. They obviously influenced modern special effects. So it's like it's impossible to picture what a world would look like if those were made today instead of back then. Well, also an interesting director. Going through his filmography, it becomes very apparent that 9/11 in American culture directly before and after it broke him. Yeah, exactly. How the U.S. The prequels are a direct response to the Bush administration. Absolutely. The Jedi Order is a stand-in for that. Just this incompetent, corrupt group of people. Oh, Spielberg. I didn't know you were talking about. Oh, yeah, same thing. Okay, so while I think 9/11, I don't know if it, the U.S.'s response to 9/11, I don't know if it broke George Lucas. It certainly made him more interesting, I think. And then for Spielberg, yes, I do agree. I think it broke him. Even 9/11, the actual event, I think broke him too. If you look at something like War of the Worlds, it's like, Jesus, this was made by a person who was just, whose world has fundamentally changed. This is not the Spielberg we grew up with. Padme dying of a broken heart is obviously really stupid. I'm not going to defend that. I don't really know what line of decisions led to that. It feels like a last minute contrivance, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say it was. Might have to pee again soon. Very interesting points in chat, as always. Lots being said.
Inbound.
Oh boy.
Overshield available.
This has been a good stream. I've been really enjoying this. To the point where I might want to even go back and like cut up some highlights from it. If I feel like there were interesting conversations. And like put them in some sort of compilation video. Because I do want to make a lot of good YouTube videos, but that is so hard for me, whereas streaming is just, you know, you turn the thing on and you do it. So, you know, streaming I feel like is my main form of content for now. I have so many ideas for videos that I want to make, but right now streaming is my main thing, I think. And so if I can get more people to watch it, like some of my subscribers on YouTube, I guess, I don't know if they're interested in what I'm doing here, but you know, I have to try to get their attention. So I feel like maybe making some sort of putting some clips on my YouTube channel might be a good idea. I don't want to like clutter my YouTube channel with that shit, because I feel like it's easy to do that and lose engagement. But putting some stuff every now and then might be a good way to get some more views on my stream, because Twitch has like no discoverability. YouTube also it's very difficult to get views on YouTube, but it's better than Twitch. Twitch, you just kind of have to cross your fingers and hope that your friends will watch you. Which, thank you, Ronan, I appreciate you. Hate to do this, but my friends make some YouTube shit and they have a great community and they could probably help you out. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you hate to do this. But I would appreciate that. But again, I don't want you to feel pressured to do anything like that. I'm not like asking people to like share my videos or anything like that, or share my streams. I'm just thinking out loud as far as what I can do to try to get more engagement. I think the most helpful thing for me so far has just been like interacting with cool people online, you know? Yeah, sure. I'm so bad at like staying consistent talking to people on Discord and stuff. I'm like never on Discord, but like, yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt if you want to send me that. I would appreciate that. Feel free to like, I don't know, can you DM on Twitch? Something like that. Feel free. Oh, going in another stream, somewhat promoting someone else. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I don't like self-promoting. Like what I was saying is I don't like go into other streams and be like, "Hey, I stream too," because obviously they're streaming. I don't want to take someone else's viewers. But it is nice to shit, I'm gonna die. Okay. It is nice to like follow other content creators on Twitter and stuff, and sometimes they follow me back, and that's cool. And it's nice to just like I've talked about this before, where it doesn't feel gross like some kind of networking is, because it's not really like I'm not motivated by gaining traction or whatever when I follow cool people online. I follow cool people online because they're cool, you know? Like, I follow cool YouTubers because I want to, because I like them. And so one thing is about making videos that I've noticed that now that I'm like trying to follow more people, because like, there is a little bit of motivation where it's like, well, I want to follow people in hopes that they'll see my account and like my stuff too, but it's not the primary reason. But yeah, so I follow more people now, and I end up like discovering really cool channels and really cool content creators through that, which is great because, you know, cool people follow each other. So I'll see they'll retweet some other person's video or whatever, and I'll be like, oh wow, that's a really cool channel. I'm gonna follow that and subscribe to that. thanks for the Discord link. I'm not gonna click it right now. If you want, you can like DM me on Twitch or something, or on Twitter or whatever. Whatever's easiest. Because I don't know if I'll remember to go back to this and click on that. What's even the goal right now? Is it just killing? Oh, it's the ball one. I am not paying attention. Oh boy. Once I start talking, I am not paying attention to the whatever the game mode is. Oh, I have to pee so bad. I was so excited to go pee, but it's still going. Give me the ball. I will take the ball. No. No, I want the ball. I want it. Give me.
Ally has slain the carrier.
'Tis mine. It's not even a ball. It's a skull. It's clearly a skull. I don't know why they call it a ball. Just call it what it is. What would Keanu do? As far as what? This game? Does Keanu play video games? Is Keanu Reeves a gamer? I feel like he could be. I'm sure someone knows. I'm sure it's out there, that information. But I don't know. Damn. He doesn't need to game. He lives a real life. He lives an actual life. You can be a gamer and live an actual life. I have many lives as a gamer. Put that on a t-shirt. Shit. He's fucking John. I thought John Wick was a fictional character. I didn't know he was a real person who was Keanu Reeves' lover. I did not know that.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Funny jokes all around.
Carrier down.
It's a comedy stream. I don't know how to be unironic. Eat, sleep, game. Don't even talk to me until I've had my morning gaming.
We have the ball.
Overshield available.
I am once again asking
Ball drop.
if the stream quality is good. Just checking in. Does the game look okay? Is it running at a consistent frame rate? Is it stuttering? Anything like that. Audio levels, etc. If it's all good, you don't have to say anything, but I would like to know if there's anything wrong with it. Because on the preview in OBS, I don't know, it looks a little bit stuttery. I'm not quite sure. Ah! Who's that? Who is doing that? Cool, everything looks good. Badass, badass. Whoa, who did that? Give me the ball. Shit, that's a lot of goons. Oh no, now I have to go pee. It's piss time. Everyone, it's piss time. Everyone take a break, go pee, or hydrate, or whatever you need to do with water. It's time. It's time for the peeing. I want to make, at some point, I want to make some sort of graphic, or maybe just text, saying, I am peeing, or something along those lines, just so people know what's going on. I do have a be right back screen, but I feel like that's a little discouraging when you come to a stream that just says be right back, because you have no idea how long that's going to be. Whereas if you see an empty chair and you see the game in the background, you know it's like, you know they'll be right back. I don't know how that communicates be right back better than words saying be right back, but for some reason I feel like it does. I feel like psychologically you see an empty chair in a video game and you know, oh, they'll be back soon. Whereas if it's just a screen that says be right back, it's like, oh shit, I don't know how long that's going to be. Anyways, you get what I'm saying. I'm going to go pee. I'll be right back. Gamers, I have returned. I have returned for Halo. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I'm not sure if I've seen it. I feel like I've seen that. I don't remember it at all though. Maybe I haven't seen it. Maybe I'm not sure. Who knows? I know people like that movie. Let me fix something here. Okay, I'm gonna fix my green screen a little bit. You can't see what I'm doing really, because it looks fine for you. But for me, I'm looking at the wide, and it looks... My green screen is not covering everything the way it should. Let me just change the camera a tiny bit. There we go. That fixed it. Okay. So now what I can do is whoop. So when I'm not, you know, when you don't really need to see the screen that well, I can just be here like this. Is it a Christmas movie? Didn't know that. A winter holiday themed movie. Best RDJ performance? Better than Iron Man 3? Come on. I unironically love Iron Man 3. I think it's the best Iron Man movie. It's really good. Yes, Shane Black did do Iron Man 3. I am remembering that. Shane Black just knows how to direct RDJ, apparently. A better pairing than peanut butter and chocolate. Or jelly, I guess would be... That's yeah, that makes more sense. But, you know, Reese's is good, too. He also wrote The Last Boy Scout, one of the most delightfully vile pieces of action cinema ever concocted. Interesting. Okay. If we get into a game soon, I will go back to small boy. I will be small man in left hand corner. Real slick piece of shit. Cool. Very, very nice. So I reduced the frame rate of my webcam, which is my phone, as I've discussed. I've reduced the frame rate of it to 30 as opposed to 60, even though the stream is at 60, because I was having some connection issues with it. No, it's fine. You're allowed to talk. Talk. As much as you want. It's my chat. I mean, it's your chat. The chat belongs... I mean, it's my chat, but the chat belongs to you. The chat belongs to the chatters. There I am. Okay, now I can go small boy mode. I'm tiny now. You're right, it does belong to Twitch. And I say it belongs to the chatters, but if y'all start saying slurs and shit, then we have a problem. None of that. No hate, please. No hateful shit. But if you're nice, then chat belongs to you. And that's Halo. That's the Halo of it. I'm enjoying playing Halo. It's been bad for viewership, though. I love you guys, but I want to see if I can pull in some new suckers, you know? Get some unsuspecting people to watch me for any length of time. So I gotta pick a game that's not too popular, but that's not unpopular. I could play Getting Over It. It's always an option. That's kind of my safe game, even though it frustrates me to no end. It's always an option. How do you hurt someone in a vehicle? I guess you just shoot it a bunch. I guess that's all you can really do, or blow it up somehow. I am enjoying Halo, though. It's a fun time for me. I'm enjoying it more than I ever thought I would. It's a very standard multiplayer shooty game. I don't know why I'm enjoying it more than I usually do, these types of games. I'm not playing the fucking GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition. I guess it's just kind of... It has good game feel, I guess. And it's Halo, and it's free. and it's new.
Shield available.
I guess that's all it takes. Let me in. Let me in. Fine, whatever. I'll be a lone wolf. Cyberpunk. I don't own these games that you were mentioning. Oh boy. Oh fuck. That sucked. Oh man. Half-Life 1. Good game. I don't know. I don't know. I'll just keep playing Halo for now. Through Sandstorm, always an option. Great game, great game.
Another one down.
Another one bites the dust. How's the... I think I have the game audio a little bit louder than last time. I should probably just stop asking questions about the stream quality, but I should probably just like watch it over before I start. Really unprofessional of me, really. Cool, cool, cool. Good to know, thank you. I'm like always like, every once in a while I'm like, oh god, what if something about this has sucked this whole time and I didn't know? I gotta stop worrying so much. Although, it did actually, I mean, I was able to tell right away, but it did suck earlier today. I was encountering some issues with the stream earlier today.
Frag out.
Power items inbound.
But I didn't need to ask. That was very, very clear to me. So I just need to know if there's an issue. I will probably be able to tell. Yeah. Nothing to worry about. Really, the only issue is the content. The only issue is me. I'm joking. I don't need validation. I know I'm great. I know I'm a badass. I know I am a wonderful entertainer who always has something to say. Come here, die. And that's all there is to it. That's Halo. That's the core loop of the game. You go up to a dude and you punch him or you click on him or whatever. And they die. Whew, lots of stuff happening there.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Lots of explosions and things. For some reason, something I really like in first-person shooters is when the reticle... Why is it yellow? Is that a upgrade or something? A power-up? I don't know. Anyways, something I really like is when the reticle, like, is animated. I don't know how to... I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but like when it's like when I shoot things and it opens up like that, depending on how it's animated, it's really satisfying for me to click on guys and kill them when it does things like that. What's the worst Spider-Man arc? Like in the comics? I'm honestly not familiar enough with the Spider-Man comics, really, to comment on that. I read like the first, I want to say like 40 or so of the Stan Lee run, maybe less than that. I don't know how long his run is, but fun stuff. Really interesting time capsule. So quaint compared to the kind of stuff we're used to now, but it's really charming. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Probably the non-canon one where he kills MJ with his spider cum. I don't know if you know about that, but that's a thing. That's all. That's the whole thing. She dies because of his radioactive semen. Welcome back. You came back at the perfect time, little thickie. Talking about Peter Parker's spider cum. That's the last time I'm saying that. That's it. That's it for that topic. We're done with it. Or at least we're done saying those words in that order.
Enemies on me.
minutes remain.
I'm sure it is, yeah. Feel free to look it up. No one is stopping you. I don't think I can do that on stream, though. I think I might get banned. Sorry, if you were looking forward to that. Shit. Ah! Speaking of stream, I swear to God if this is a cum joke. That's all you need to say, actually. Oh, Ghostbusters. Uh-huh. No, as I've said, no interest in the new movie. Absolutely no interest. We had a good Ghostbusters movie. They had a good run. It was one movie. It was fine. It was good. It's a great movie. Very funny. Good comedy. That's it. Yeah, sure. Wait. I don't know. I'm a little wary of having spoilers in chat, especially for new things. So, I don't know. Yeah. I guess if there's anyone in chat right now... Okay, Lil Thicky's hyped for it. Let's not spoil it. Now I feel bad because I was talking about how much I don't care about it. But I just don't. I don't know. It's not an important brand to me. I like Ghostbusters 1 a lot. I think it's a very fun movie. But it's not like a property that I feel like close to. It's not something that like... I don't want a Ghostbusters theme park. You know, I don't want to have a bunch of Ghostbusters posters. You get it. It's not a Star Wars. It's not a Marvel. It's Ghostbusters. It's one good comedy movie. Even the female one. Wow. Didn't know movies had genders. I know what you mean. Yeah. I mean, if you're a fan, you're a fan. I'm not gonna fault people for liking things, but there is definitely a toxicity in that fan base, and it's a very strange one. And that's fine, they're allowed to make new Ghostbusters movies. I just don't personally understand the appeal that much, unless they're good movies, you know? I guess it's just because we haven't really gotten any movie that's on the same level as that first one, you know? They just need to make better movies, I guess. I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2, I've seen Ghostbusters 1, and I've seen the 2016 remake or reboot. You know, the female one, if that's how we're referring to it. I don't mean to make fun of you. Oh shit. Yeah. I mean, even that one, I was entertained. It was fine. It's just, you know, it felt like a very long Saturday Night Live sketch. Which, if that's what you're looking for, then fine. I like the cast of that movie. I think they're all very talented. I think they're clearly having a lot of fun. And again, I'm talking about the 2016 one. It's just, I don't know. It's tiring for me. It's exhausting to watch. But I don't really like SNL that much. So that's where that comes from, I guess. Oh, I know you're not being sexist. I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you. The whole controversy surrounding that movie is just awful. Ronan's the one being sexist. We all know Ronan is a serial misogynist. I was gonna make a joke, like some sort of dumb pun. I didn't think of one in time for like cereal, like a breakfast cereal, and then I just realized: are there any female cereal mascots? They're all dudes, aren't they? There are no cereal mascots who are women. That's something that needs to change. That's the priority right now. I mean, obviously, in all seriousness, it's emblematic of a greater issue. And not that one specific issue is not very important. I don't think that's something anyone cares about. But, come on, people. We need We need female Lucky Charms leprechaun. Are there female leprechauns? Are there any women leprechauns? That's another thing that needs to change. Obviously, I'm being a little tongue-in-cheek here, and I hope I'm not making light of this, because there is an issue with diversity in a lot of things. It's just interesting when you point out something small like that, like cereal mascots, and you really think about, like, it is a little weird that there are no, like, I can't think of any, right? Like, I'm trying to, the chicks from Flintstones on the Fruity Pebbles box, I don't know if that counts. Like I guess that's a technicality, but like no one's thinking of that, right? Like, Jesus Christ. That's its own issue, Ronan, obviously. That's a totally separate issue. But yeah, like, I can't... It's so strange to think about, right? Hello there.
Power items incoming. Power items have arrived.
Someone needs to highlight this and talk about it. And that person is gonna be me, evidently. Don't apologize. Never apologize, Ronan, for being you. Hell yeah. That ruled. Was that my explosion? Oh, wait, it wasn't even my grenade that did that. I thought I threw the grenade and it killed those guys. But he just had that one hit kill fucking whatever that thing is. Big stick. He carried a big stick and he killed them. Oh, we got some bots in this match. I just realized. That sucks. It always makes me feel like a lesser gamer when I kill a bot instead of a real person. Like, come on. I want to feel like I accomplished something. If I wanted to kill bots, I would play... What's a game where you kill robots? Fuck. I feel like there are a million games about killing robots, but I can't even think of one right now. Halo. Sure, they all look like robots, right? Am I crazy? They all look like they're robots. They may as well be robots. Lego Star Wars. What is a game where you kill robots? There's gotta be some game based on the Terminator movies. There's a few of those. Terminator Salvation, the arcade game. That game slaps, by the way. Have one of those in the local movie theater. At the mall. That game rules. It's like a light gun shooter where you kill robots. There's other robot killing games. Come here. Is what just heroin? I should have gotten the assist there. I know I put a few bullets in that guy. Shit, wait. Ah. Damn. Fuck. Whew. Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. What's off-limit cereal? Oh, I looked it up. There's one unknown brand called Off-Limit Cereal that has a female mascot. Okay. That does sound dangerous. It came out in 2020. New cereal. New cereal just dropped. Do we still get new cereal? I feel like all the cereals that can be invented have already been invented. There's no new cereal that could be made. Unless it's like a new brand, like a new character or theme. But as far as taste, it's all there. We have all the cereal tastes that there will ever be, and anything else, anything new is just a gimmick that no one's gonna like. Like, I don't know, bacon cereal or something, you know? Like, shit that's like, you buy as a joke. No new cereal. That's the takeaway I want from this stream. Anyone who says they have a new cereal is lying to you. Cookie Crisp? I've never really been a fan of Cookie Crisp. Personally, I feel like it doesn't live up to the promise of tasting like chocolate, like you're eating chocolate chip cookies, but as a breakfast cereal. Stick a fork in it, it's over. Our grandchildren just be talking about bong hits and jello shots in their Disney certified micro apartments. Ronan, what do you think about Ridley Scott's recent comments? Do you know what I'm talking? I feel like you would know what I'm talking about, right? I will give you the time to ponder the question. Oh yeah, absolutely. You of all people, I'm sure, would know what I'm talking about. Ridley Scott recently, prolific director, for those who don't know, made some comments about, immediately went online. He was trending, yeah. Ridley Scott recently, he released that new movie he made called The Last Duel, and it's been doing really poorly in the box office. Not making as much money as it cost to make the movie. So obviously a failure financially. And so he in an interview or something recently, I didn't really read the whole thing. I just saw like the headline, talked about how like this fucking generation grew up glued to their cell phones and so they just don't appreciate good cinema anymore. Something along those lines. That is not what he said verbatim, but you get the idea. Very amusing, very old man yells at cloud. I mean, I'm not angry at him. I think he's a very talented man, and I think he's from a different time. Yeah. I don't know if the movie rules. I have not seen it. Personally, I honestly don't really plan on seeing it, mostly because I grew up watching my cell phone. I grew up using my cell phone. And so the movie just doesn't, as a cell phone user, the movie doesn't sound appealing to me. Because there's no cell phones in the movie. It takes place during medieval times, back during the dragons and back during dragon times. You know, back when dragons ruled the earth. I've heard good and bad things about the movie, and I just don't feel like having a take on it. I don't want to watch it. I don't want to have an opinion on it. Not in the movie. Everyone went and screamed at him online. He was absolutely... Everyone just proved his point. Oh, man. The response to his comments were so typical, you know? Like, his comments were also typical. What he said was pretty stupid, I think. But, like, the way people blew up at him is just it's so internet, you know? It's just so internet. If a thing can be so internet, then that's it. It's like there are more pressing things happening right now than Ridley Scott being angry at the youths.
Power items incoming.
And honestly, you know, if I made a $200 million movie or however much it cost, and it made not even half that, or whatever, I don't know. If it bombed and nobody saw it, and I put all of my effort and time and blood and sweat and tears into this thing, and no one cared, I would be pretty damn angry too. I would come up with any excuse I could, and blame everyone but me. And I'm not even saying he's at fault. I would personally blame the marketing for the movie because I didn't hear shit about this movie. I never saw it advertised, but maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm the outlier there. I don't know. Point is, I would be upset too in his position because it sucks if you make something and people don't like it or people don't watch it. That sucks. You want recognition for your art. Sir Ridley Scott knows more about filmmaking than I will ever know, and more than any internet idiot will ever know. People can just shut up sometimes, He worked through COVID on it, and yet fucking Netflix bullshit gets huge amounts of traffic because people are lazy viewers. I mean, to be fair, COVID makes it more daunting to go to the movies. And so it is what it is right now. It's hard to make a theater-exclusive movie and expect it to do super well unless it's like, Marvel or whatever. Like, I'm sure as a filmmaker, you want your movie to be in the theaters. But right now, I do think that is asking, like, a bit much. Alien is art. Alien is a perfect movie. Free Guy. I never saw it. You'd think as a gamer I would be the first to watch that, but nope. Never saw it. I saw that clip that was going around of, like, he pulls out the lightsaber and, like, what's the Chris Evans cameo? Sorry to spoil it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not an important thing. People were like, people were memeing on this clip. People were making fun of it a bunch. It looks fine. I don't know. I thought if I was in the theaters and I saw that in the middle of the movie, I probably would have been a little happy. I would have been like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But if that's the whole movie, or if that's literally the high point of the movie, then that's an issue, obviously. That's not a high point of any story. That's just, nostalgia bait or whatever you want to call it. It's not storytelling. It's it's, hey, look at the cool thing, which has a place, I think. But if that's the only thing you're doing, that's not good. That's no good. I saw a clip from Red Notice, another clip that people were sharing around on Twitter, hating on. I thought it looked fine. I don't know. It looks like a standard modern comedy, whatever. Looked fine. It even got a little laugh out of me. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's fine. My parents saw it and they didn't like it. And they, honestly, as far as modern comedy movies, generally are not that difficult to please. I'm not saying they have bad taste or anything. Just that, like, I feel like they're standard, like, cinema goers. They would be the type of person who would be asked questions on to get the cinema score or whatever it's called, audience ratings after the end of the movie. They're your average movie watcher. But they didn't. I think they saw it and didn't like it. So if they don't like it, I saw Jungle Cruise recently. Rather, I saw half of Jungle Cruise recently. I couldn't keep watching it. I genuinely hated it. And not even like some movies I hate because I hate everything they stand for. Like I just disagree I'm having trouble saying this for some reason. Ideologically, yeah, with the movie. It's weird. Sometimes I see a movie, I don't like what it stands for, but I still enjoy the movie. So that would be like your fucking what's it called? Clint Eastwood, his movie, Are You Feeling Lucky Punk? I almost called it Hardcore Henry. That's definitely not what it's called. What's it called? What's the movie called? I'm going crazy. I'm losing my mind. Dirty Harry. Thank you. Hardcore Henry. Yeah, Dirty Harry. Good movie. It's fucking. It's obviously it's a conservative pipe dream or whatever. I don't know if that's the right term, but you get what I'm saying. ideologically, I am opposed to everything about what that movie stands for, but it's a good watch. You know, it's a well-made film. Your favorite movie that you ideologically disagree with? Yeah, I get that. I don't. It's not one of my favorite movies or anything. I don't love it, especially for that reason. But even just as a piece of filmmaking, it's not my favorite. But again, I think it's a good movie. So it doesn't a movie doesn't have to be. I don't have to agree with the thesis of a movie to like it, I think. But it helps. And then so I think Jungle Cruise, I don't even know if it has a thesis. Obviously, I didn't finish it, so I never found out. But that's not even my issue with it. My issue with it was how it was edited. And like I guess the sound mixing and the score. The score on its own was fine, but the way it was mixed into the movie and the way it's like there's this Mickey Mousing going on where every little thing is scored. The soundtrack is very overpowering, not in like a Hans Zimmer like Interstellar kind of way, just in like a every little thing has some sort of like John Williams-esque thing going on behind it. Every action has some sort of sound in the soundtrack, in the scoring. Mad Max Fury Road rules. We been new. Such a good movie. Love it. Great action movie. But yeah, Jungle Cruise. And then also just the way it's edited and the way it's shot is just really uninteresting and almost like a fever dream. Like it's hard to follow. And every conversation is just cut up to hell. Like, it cuts on practically every other word. Oh my god. It's like they just shot, they needed to get as much coverage as possible and didn't really think about it that hard. And then in post, they're like, well, we gotta use every single shot because we got all these expensive shots and we gotta use all of them. So it's just really hard to watch. Really overbearing. Yeah, he does. He's a talented guy. He has good presence on screen, but like, he needs to pick better movies to be in. Justice League Snyder Cut. I don't know if I loved it, but it definitely surprised me how much of a movie it was compared to what we got in the theaters. Because Justice League in theaters, such a non-movie, such a mess. Just not interesting at all. Very bland. Just like every superhero movie that's come out in the past 10 years was just condensed into that movie in the worst way. And then somehow that footage makes a better movie in the Snyder Cut. Obviously there were reshoots in the theatrical version. But even the scenes that were originally in the theatrical version, when you see how they were originally intended to be shown, even though they do become a little bit excessive, I thought the Wonder Woman fight in the theatrical version compared to the Snyder Cut, I actually prefer how concise it was in the theatrical version. However, it's so uninteresting in the theatrical version and so much more interesting in the Snyder Cut. I honestly don't know which one I prefer as far as that Wonder Woman fight in the beginning, if you know what I'm talking about. Because I prefer the conciseness of the Joss Whedon version of that one. Again, just of the Wonder Woman fight. The Snyder Cut overall is much better than the theatrical version, obviously. But yeah, it overindulges a little bit, which I didn't love. It didn't need to be 3 hours. I used to be quite the stickler for every movie needs to be 90 minutes. I used to be that kind of person very recently even, but recently I've been enjoying longer movies more. And so I don't really have an issue with a movie being 3 hours long necessarily. I do still think that the Snyder Cut did not need to be 3 hours long, or however long it was. But definitely it's better for having more footage and more shit in it. More shit in it. Sorry about that. BVS is interesting as fuck. That's another movie that I like don't agree with ideologically, but is so interesting to me. I don't like Zack Snyder's politics at all. But it's always an interesting time hearing what he has to say in the way he wants to say it when he's allowed to.
Capture their flag. Defend
BVS I skipped. I recommend it. Even the extended cut I recommend. The theatrical cut I don't know. It cuts some important stuff out, I think. And the extended cut it makes a little bit more sense, and you can kind of see where he's coming from a little bit better. It's still, I don't know if it's a very good movie. But it's an interesting movie. I have a decent amount of respect for Zack Snyder as an artist. As an auteur, I guess. I don't know. I hate that term.
the enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Oh, he totally does, yeah. I absolutely hate Zack Snyder's Batman and his Superman. Flash is good. I like how he handles the Flash in the Snyder Cut.
Enemy captured your flag.
Very fun. I would love to see a Zack Snyder Flash movie, although, I don't know. I'm a little Snydered out these days.
Enemy shields down.
Did Ezra Miller do something bad? I feel like I've heard something about it. I don't know. I don't keep up with this shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he's bad in some way. I've never been a fan of him as a person or anything. I like his version of the Flash though. I haven't seen Seven Samurai. That's one of those movies that I need to see that I haven't seen. But I have seen Star Wars.
Flag return. Flag captured.
Overshield inbound.
Where are you? Where are you? Buddy? I saw you throw that grenade. Oh shit. Where'd he go?
Carrier has revealed themselves. Overshield available.
I do not like Man of Steel. The other Snyderverse movies, there's only two of them, I guess, but BVS and Justice League, the Snyder Cut, I can get down with in some ways. Man of Steel, though, just bores me. I don't like it. I don't like his Superman. I like Henry Cavill a lot. He's a very, I think he's a good actor. Very good to look at. Just quite the specimen, you know, so very, he is a Superman, you know, in every sense of the word. But Man of Steel, I just don't like it very much. I just don't like that version of Superman. It just makes me angry. Not angry. It just upsets me. It's disappointing more than anything else. And Superman's not even like particularly sacred to me. But like, I don't know. I want Superman to be someone I like look up to, you know? Like a beacon of what humanity can be, you know? And like, he's just so mopey in that movie, and I get that that's the point, but it doesn't work for me. I feel like there's a way you can do that, what they're trying to do in that movie, and still have it be a movie I would enjoy. So I don't think it's that specifically about the movie that makes me not like it. I think I just don't like how it's made. I think I don't really appreciate the way the story is told. And ultimately that's why I don't like it. But certainly Superman being a bit of a downer doesn't help. Oh, I love Lex. I love Lex and man, genuinely, unironically love Jesse Eisenberg's performance in BVS.
Enemy captured your flag.
It is he is such a joy to watch in that movie. He is hilarious. He knows what he's doing, I think. It's such an unhinged performance. it's really something to behold, I think. Absolutely, Gene Hackman. Yeah, obviously that's the ideal live action Lex. And it would be great to see a return to that kind of character. It is bizarre, the kind of Lex that we got in BVS.
Another one down.
Like, that's not really, obviously not very true to the comics. I feel like it's implied that his dad is kind of the Lex Luthor of the comics, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong there. But either way, I think the Lex Luthor we get in BVS is a very fun character and very fun to watch, very fun performance, very funny, very comic book, just absolutely wild. But yeah, it would be great to see a modern version of the Gene Hackman kind of Lex Luthor. You hate Jesse Eisenberg? I don't really have an opinion on Jesse Eisenberg generally. I feel like I usually like him in movies. He's not like an actor I think much about. Oh, it's getting late. I have to wake up in the morning. Like, not early in the morning, just in the morning, in the AM. I live in a desert, and it starts to get hotter later in the day. Luckily, it's, you know, kind of winter time right now, so it doesn't get hot as quickly, but it still gets hot. And I gotta walk the dog in the morning before it gets too hot. I'm gonna keep playing though for now. I'm having fun. You never watched Zombieland? Zombieland's never been like one of my favorite movies. All right, Ronan, take care. Thanks for stopping by. It's been fun chatting. Gonna play a few more rounds and then probably call it a night. Yeah, I don't really have much of an opinion on Zombieland. It's a fine movie. I don't know. I always kind of resented it just because I felt like everyone should be talking about Shaun of the Dead. Even though it is a very popular movie, but like if we're talking about a zombie comedy movie, that's the one people should be talking about, not Zombieland. I felt like we all collectively went through this Zombieland phase where everyone was talking about Zombieland and all sort of zombie related media. People would always reference Zombieland when talking about it. And like, no, Shaun of the Dead is the real one. They're very different movies though. Very different styles of comedy. You're in Georgia. I used to live in Florida. I'm in California. Sunny California. It sucks. It's fine. I like the people here. I don't like the place I live right now. I live in the California desert. It's all deserty here. And it's just the weather sucks.
Lay claim to the zones and defend them.
I don't love sunny weather. At least when it's all the time. If you live in a place that's like sunny every now and then, it's nice, you know, it's welcome. But too much sun, not fun. And you can quote me on that. Hey there. Shit! Really thought I had that one.
Enemy team scored.
Yeah, that's a very accurate assessment. Sales tax is not good. It's pretty high. I mean, yeah, taxes in general. I mean, I'm generally pro taxes as far as like, I think taxes should exist, but you know, it is higher here.
Enemy team scored.
The enemy has
And they're not put to good use. The amount of money they get from us is not being put to use in the ways that it should be. And that's what stings the most. Is that I am paying for things that I don't want to be paying for. Oh shit. Person. Ah. I always press the wrong button. That happens to me a lot. I get so like caught up in the moment, and I just start pressing every button on my keyboard hoping something will do the right thing.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Shit.
Captured Charlie. Leadership inbound.
No, 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 no. Just die. Just die already. Thank you. Oh, they have no state tax? Interesting, interesting. I did not know that. My Florida knowledge, I have to admit, is not very extensive.
The enemy has captured Alpha.
My mom's side of the family is Cuban, though, so I have some family in a very small amount of... most of my family lives in Virginia, or my mom's side of the family. But I have some family in Miami, you know, as it is for these people. How's the driving? Well, okay, I'm lucky that I live in a very... I live in a small town with generally pretty clear roads. Like, the traffic's generally not that bad here. And the way the roads are laid out is nice. It's all very sensible, I guess. However, and I used to live in Long Beach. I used to have an apartment there before COVID. And driving there sucks. It's awful. LA, even worse. LA sucks. Hate driving in LA. It's one of my least favorite things in the world. Oh my god. But where I live right now, as much as I don't love living here, driving here is wonderful. And that's especially, well, it's one of the biggest reasons why I'm doing Uber Eats right now. It's just because driving here is very pleasant and very relaxing most of the time. However, a lot of the people who drive here are just these like old men who retired and like bought their like dream car or whatever. And they just drive really recklessly because they're gonna die any day now, so they just drive like it's their last drive. So you just gotta watch out for that. People drive a little recklessly here, and then also some like rich young people who same situation, just live every day like it's their last for whatever reason.
Captured Alpha.
Enemy team
Yes, I got him. I got him with a grenade after dying. Atlanta, Georgia, and California. Yeah, that checks out, I think, from everything I've heard.
scoring.
But yeah, California, generally not fun to drive here. I'm just lucky in that I live in one of the few places in California where it is nice to drive. Damn. Ah.
Nearing victory.
I feel like I'm doing okay. Like, I'm dying a lot, but I feel like I'm kind of on top of things a little bit here in the Halo game.
The enemy has captured Charlie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lost a teammate.
Uh-oh.
Stronghold Bravo lost.
No!
Enemy team scoring.
Stop taking our things. Cool.
Stronghold Alpha lost.
Oh, who's shooting? Who's shooting? Shit. Atlanta sucks to drive because the hills backed up traffic, and because of the hills, you can barely see the road lines. That sucks.
Cinder shot available. Stronghold Alpha is ours. The enemy has captured Bravo.
How are we doing? What's the, are we winning? Oh, we are way winning. We are way ahead. Hell yeah, we rule. Shit. Where'd that come from? Who threw that?
He has captured Alpha.
Who threw that? They must be nearby. Fuck. It's getting a little late. What time is it in Georgia right now? Can't do that math. Time zone math. Very difficult.
What a reliable weapon.
30 minutes from Atlanta, but sometimes Uber will send me there because they don't tell me where I'm going to deliver. That sucks. Yeah, I hate that. I hate when I get a delivery and like it's like I have to it directs me to like the freeway. I'm like, oh, okay, we're doing this now. That would have been nice to know. It's like I'm so used to just kind of driving around town, and then suddenly it's like, oh, we're going a little far here. Okay, we're taking a little trip. I'm going a little out of my comfort zone, I guess. It's 4:07. Oof.
Your team scored.
Like, wait, 4:07 in the morning? That's crazy. That's late.
The enemy has captured
Get some sleep whenever you want.
inbound. Stronghold Alpha is ours.
I guess that's not too bad though, if you only have to wake up at 2.
Double kill.
I feel like I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this game.
We captured
One day I will feel like I'm good at this game.
Victory.
I'm glad you're off Thanksgiving. That's good. That's something to be thankful for. That's something to give thanks for. What are you saluting for? My coffee's wearing off. Let's say one more game. Let's say one more game unless I like, I don't know, get a second wind of energy or whatever. Or something interesting happens. Fall asleep at 5, wake up at noon, and then go to work at 2. Yeah, I that happens with me every now and then. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule. Obviously, it's kind of fucked right now because I took a long ass nap earlier today, and then and basically what you said. No, not exactly. When did I fall asleep? Like at like 5 or something, I guess. Yeah, I guess I did do that. No, not 5 a.m. though. Wait. Time is weird, and I'm confused for some reason. I fell asleep today. I took a nap at like 5 and then woke up at like 7 or 8. Yeah. Long nap. Woke up. Felt like streaming, so grabbed a coffee. And now here we are. You're all caught up. Halo. Been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes, although that doesn't update constantly, so... Oh, wait, hang on. 3 hours and 14 minutes I'm seeing on the more accurate counter. That's a bit of a long time. It always surprises me when I end up streaming for longer than 2 hours. I don't know why. I used to do shorter streams. I feel like generally these days... I mean, I haven't streamed in a long time before that last stream. But generally, I stream for, you know, at least 3 or 4 hours. When do I Uber? I usually Uber during dinner hours if I can. The last few days I actually haven't been working because my parents had been out of town, and so I've been taking care of the animals and stuff. My dog gets real lonely, so I don't like to leave her alone, even though she's not gonna do anything if she's left alone. She's not gonna mess up the house or anything, but she gets sad, so I don't like to leave her alone. But when people are home, I generally try to Uber during dinner hours from like 4 to 7 or 8, I would say. As long as it's busy. What's the game mode? Oh, we're doing that again. Okay.
Frag out.
cool.
Stronghold Bravo is ours. Stronghold Charlie lost.
Enemy team score.
Yeah, same for me. Spending and saving money.
Your
Yeah.
team scoring.
Try to save money. It's hard. Honestly, I have a bit of a... I impulse buy things. It's a bit of an issue. I'm getting better, but... I do like tend to buy things. If I want something and I have the money, I will buy it. Yeah, that seems like a good system that you've got there. Uber is a good way to make like extra cash.
Scoring.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
Come get some. Where is everyone? Ah! You will never get the point. Did that do anything? That probably didn't do anything. Oh! Hey! 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 Gotcha. Idiot. He had no idea. He had no idea I was there.
We've captured Bravo.
Nice. Good job.
Your team scoring.
Taking damage.
That was a bad throw. I recognize that and I apologize to my teammates, to my viewers, to the world. Do I pay rent? No.
The enemy
I've mentioned this on stream. I live with my parents. I have a good relationship with my parents. They don't charge me rent or anything. I'm a freeloader right now.
Stronghold Charlie is ours.
I'm very lucky.
Stronghold Bravo lost.
No, it's cool. I'm fine being open about that stuff right now.
Your team scoring.
The enemy
I
has captured Charlie.
try to spend as much time as I can being aware of how lucky I am and just... I live with a lot of privilege. It's, you know, I have a good situation right now.
Your team scoring.
And then also with the pandemic, the pandemic made it really, really difficult for me to be independent. So that's kind of why I moved in with my parents. And so it's just, that's just been the situation for a while since that happened. I keep saying I'll like, or I keep like telling myself that I'll like get my own place and stuff once things have kind of calmed down with the pandemic. At this point, I have no idea if that's ever gonna happen, and that's such a bleak thought. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm just saving money right now. Pay $500 a month for rent in my car. That sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry your parents charge you rent. I personally, I mean, I guess if it's not financially feasible for them, I guess it makes sense. Like, for them to not charge rent, I guess it makes, it just still, I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me. So I'm sorry.
The enemy has captured Bravo. We've captured Alpha. The enemy has captured Alpha.
Badass. Man, I rule.
The enemy has captured Charlie.
Not Charlie. He's my favorite character in that show. Always Sunny.
Stronghold Bravo lost.
Ah,
Enemy team
almost made it.
scored.
Almost made it. To Charlie. It is a lot of money. It is a very large amount of money. Absolutely. That's about how much I was paying for rent
Your
in
team
Long Beach.
scored.
But I mean, rent in Long Beach and in like LA, it's expensive. It sucks.
Active camo inbound.
Shit. You gotta have roommates. And that was with roommates, but you gotta have roommates, or else it's just outrageous.
Closing in.
The enemy has
Yeah, absolutely.
Stronghold Alpha is ours.
Frag out.
It's paying money to live sucks. It shouldn't be a thing. Terrible system we've created for ourselves. Terrible, terrible system. Something should change.
Enemy
I don't know how. I'm not going to suggest how. But something should change and someone should figure that out. Not me. I'm streaming video games. That's my thing.
scored.
Hi, sir. Hello. Shit! Ah! Everyone's so violent towards me. What did I do? Yeah, seriously.
We've captured
Money to breathe. That may as well be what it is.
Charlie.
Enemy team scored.
It is dumb.
Stronghold Bravo lost.
I mean, I believe, as I'm sure you do, and probably most people do if they think about it, housing should be a human right. Housing should... Oh, housing should not be something you have to worry about. It sucks. Oh, hello. Damn.
Power items inbound. Watch my back. Stronghold Alpha lost.
I feel myself getting tired, so after this round, I think I'm gonna end the stream. But thanks for stopping by, little Thicky. It's been fun chatting with you.
Your team
It's been real. It's been a fun stream. Today's been good. It's been a good stream, I think. I've enjoyed this a lot. And I wasn't even drunk. Maybe I'll stream sober more often.
Enemy has captured Charlie.
enemy team scored.
Last time I streamed, whew, had a few drinks and it ended up, oh, man, I was sick to my stomach for a while the next day. It sucked. It kind of threw me off for a few days, just because I hadn't really been drunk in months and months before that. So I think my body just wasn't used to it. So as fun as it was in the moment, I don't think I'm going to be doing that for a while. I'm sure you can understand. Let's get Charlie. So as much as it kind of does, you know, it takes the edge off, makes me feel a little bit less what am I trying to say? There's a word here. There's a word I'm trying to think of. I can't think of it. Aware of myself, you know, not self-aware, but you know, like it makes me a little bit
Charlie is ours. The enemy has captured
you
Bravo.
get what I'm saying. I don't know what it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't
Stronghold
words, man. Words are crazy.
Alpha. Active camo inbound.
Less in my own head about things.
Active camo available.
But today's been good.
The
Without
enemy
needing that.
captured Charlie.
Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, I hope you're not hungover tomorrow. Sending good vibes and health. Sending health. I don't know.
The enemy has captured Bravo. Let's see them try to take it from us.
Stay hydrated, etc.
Your
Drink water. It's good for you. Yeah, it literally does. Literally.
Nearing victory.
Damn. Although I am better at video games without it. Who knew?
Enemy team scored.
I'm like, I can pay attention to things just a little bit more. I don't know, my brain still doesn't really let me pay too much attention to what's going on in excuse me, in video games, especially when I'm streaming and like talking. But definitely better at it when I'm sober. However, I do feel like when I'm drunk,
Enemy team
I am more entertaining. Maybe that's just how I feel when I'm drunk, though. Like I feel like I'm more entertaining, but I'm not actually. But I do think I'm more entertaining when I'm drunk.
your team scored.
But also I get worried that I'll like say really stupid things or worse, wrong and bad things.
Enemy team scored.
Say things that I wish I hadn't. Although I don't think I've really had any bad luck with that. Although I feel like last time what was it? I was like talking about aliens or something. Or was it Metroid? I don't know. Last stream I was talking about something where I have a lot of things to say about the subject, but ended up sounding like I didn't. Like I was bullshitting. So that's the risk, I guess, when I'm not sober. I'm less coherent. I'm more entertaining in some ways, but I'm less able to talk about things that are on my mind. I normally got this drink called Liquid
Team
IV
scored.
or Body Armor for hydration. I haven't heard of that. Whatever that is. Victory, we did it. I did it. It was all me. First place, me. Yes. Best gamer. I am the best gamer. I win Halo. I am the Master Chief. Whew, I think that about does it for this stream. It's been real fun. It's been a good time. It's been a good night. It is getting late. I have to wake up in the morning. Should get some sleep. Wind down a little. Eat something. I didn't have dinner tonight. That's crazy. I should really eat something before I go to sleep. I feel like eating before bed is generally not the best idea, but I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Anyways, here's my face. Wait, hang on. How do I have a way to set it up so that, is that it? There we go. That's what I want. Because I want to still have the game back there, but then I take up more of the screen. So, oh man, I miss being 60 frames per second. I'm glad you quit smoking too. I've heard that's really, really hard, so I'm proud of you for that. Good for you. Yeah, stream. It's over. Hopefully I won't have technical issues the next stream. I really would like to stay, my webcam stay 60 frames per second because I think it looks a lot better and more consistent. But if it starts like stuttering and stuff, then that's an issue. I'll just keep it at 30. Bop, 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 bop. I'm like testing for lag to see how the audio syncs up. Bop, 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 bop. Sorry if that clipped. Anyways, it's been fun. Thanks for sticking by. I'm gonna call it a night. Halo, man. Halo's cool. Fun game. Oh, I'm frozen. I see that I'm frozen. What's happening? Why am I frozen? Oh, I know why. Siri thought I said something. My phone thought I said the hey, hey, the trigger phrase for the robotic assistant. So, because I'm using my phone as a webcam, Siri popped up. And that froze my webcam. Okay, anyways, thank you. Have a good night. You as well. And I'm going to end this stream now. It's been fun. I will stream again soon. Maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Who knows? It's a mystery. All right. Goodbye. Good night. Yes, I do. Yes, send me that whenever you get the chance. Up to you. I honestly, 50-50 whether I'll follow through on that, to be totally honest with you. But I really appreciate it. Send it if you want. You know, it's totally up to you. I'm so bad at like keeping up with stuff like that, so I don't even know if I'll use it. But again, 50-50 chance. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. Okay. See ya. Bye. Good night. Thank you for the link. Appreciate it. Good night. Exit OBS. Oh, wait. I clicked the wrong button. Stop streaming. That's the button I click. Okay. Stop streaming. The end.